Ape escape, ape escape. We're apes. We're all apes. That's what it all comes down to, people. We're all apes. We're all apes from from Space Planet. Hey, George Knapp, what's going on?
What a fucking dick. What a dick. Oh, shit. Like a tractor out of Kunkletown with 4 cousin fuckers on it.
Oh, my God.
Here we are.
Yo, I've been watching this show with my mom, kinda. I've been watching it here and there because sometimes I come home from work and I just lay on the couch and sometimes I fall asleep. Well, my mom's been watching a show called Meet the Ozarks, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty good show. And so it's about this guy who lived in Boston who did money laundering.
It's not Meet the Ozarks. It's called the Ozarks.
Oh, I thought it was Meet the
That's
Ozarks.
an awesome fucking show.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah, it's got Jason. We watch it. It's got Jason Bateman.
Yeah. The blonde hillbilly girl. She's hot.
Oh
God, Oh my God, there was a lot of bass when you said "oh."
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She runs the strip club.
Dude, she's so fucking hot.
What the fuck are you gonna do, Earl?
Oh my God, I want her to sit on my face. Please, God. Holy shit, she's so hot.
Yeah, she's
the first scene that she was in, when she was in that bathroom with all her hillbilly cousins talking about what they should do with the $3 million. She's just wearing the tank top. I was like, oh my fucking God.
How far are you in?
I don't know. I'm not really watching it. I'm just watching it whenever I'm in the living room.
Oh, dude, I'm caught all the way up.
The last scene I saw was when she was yelling at her brother about the college application, where he was talking about being a longhorn or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's a fucking curse and I'm a fucking faggot.
Yeah.
Wait, I said the bad word.
Yeah.
Whoops.
But he said that.
Oh, yeah, didn't he?
Yeah, we'll go with that. He said that. You were just paraphrasing him.
Yeah, whatever you say, buddy.
Yeah. No, that's a good show. I watched that show. I'm all caught up with it. Jason Bateman, actually, he's done a couple. He's directed a couple. He's produced a couple. It's a really
what's
good
funny
show.
about the show is that it's so fucking bad. I hate watching it. No, I'm kidding. I remember I was watching it. My mom usually has a really bad taste in shows, and you usually I when she's watching something, I don't want anything to do with it because she watches bad shows. So I remember I was sitting there watching it, so I could tell her that her show sucked. And I ended up, I was like, wow, this is actually a good show.
Yeah, it's a good show. You wouldn't believe how from the first season to this past season, how fucked up things got and how it progressed. It's ridiculous.
It's funny because the title that I gave it versus the actual title changes the tone of the show very much. Because when you think of Meet the Ozarks, you think of a song that starts with
speaking of songs, the opening song.
Yeah.
That there is the name of that song is "Stop, Don't Do It, Just Go Away," which is pretty cool. It's from the album "No One's With Her." It's from the band Shillery. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they're out of Arkansas. We get a lot of bands out of Arkansas.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there's that. That's that. Today's show is going to be on the old Bob Lazar and his
whoever the fuck that is.
His long tale of working out there by the Area 51s.
Yeah, he's a big liar.
And if you've seen the memes this week,
he's a big liar, idiot, and we all know aliens aren't real.
I don't think anyone looks at the fucking memes.
My buddy Lee really likes them.
Oh, good. We got someone who looks at the memes. All right, thanks a lot for looking at the memes. Dude, I feel great now.
You're welcome, I guess.
Fucking one person who looks at them.
What the fuck? Anyway, so before we keep talking about it, I want to talk about Rainbow Six Siege for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So Pro League Finals was just today. They ended today. Got some bad news. Anybody out there, the one follower that also follows Rainbow Six Siege with me, yeah, hey, if you're paying attention to fucking Pro League right now, both North American teams got eliminated in the quarterfinals by APAC region teams, which is Asian Pacific teams.
You know what? Good for them. They shouldn't build a wall.
What?
I don't know.
No. So basically, a Japanese team beat Rogue, the second best NA team, and then Fnatic from Australia beat the best North American team. And the North Americans are considered the best region, in my opinion, because there's this one. No, because there's this one team called G2 from EU that's the best team in the world, but everybody below them isn't as good as the best NA teams. Wow. So so we were expecting at least one of the NA teams to make a grand final.
Yeah.
No, they got eliminated quarterfinals
by the Japanese.
By Japanese and an Australian team that was missing a player and had their coach playing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that was embarrassing. It was an embarrassment of a fucking game, and I need to say this, not that anybody who plays Rainbow Six Esports cares or will ever listen, any pros will ever listen, but if they do, I'm disappointed.
Well, you got to look at it this way. Remember what happened the last time the Japanese tried to get over on the Americans? 2 black eyes, buddy.
That's right, Norarengu. Yeah. That's the name of their team, by the way, Norarengu. You guys literally brought 2 nukes to your country, basically. You might as
2
well
black eyes.
Anyway,
black skies.
So 2 North American teams lost in quarterfinals. Latin American teams from Brazil made it. Immortals played against G2. G2 is one of the best teams in the world. Immortals was like the weakest link there, and they put them against the wall. They put G2 against the wall in the quarterfinals. They still lost 2-0, but in both of those matches, they almost took it. So that was a really impressive match from Immortals versus G2, but G2 ended up winning. Then they went on to play Fnatic. They fucking destroyed Fnatic, which destroyed EG, the first American team, Evil Geniuses. And G2 fucking demolished Fnatic. I think the second game was actually a 6-0. I don't even think they won a single round, but I didn't watch the full thing because it was so disappointing. I don't like G2 just because they keep winning. I don't mind G2. I actually think they're a cool team, but they just keep winning. They win everything. So there's a team that wins everything, it's kind of like the Patriots. It's like having the New England Patriots.
Yeah, you hate them.
They're the New England Patriots of fucking the game. So
maybe they have Bill Belichick on the team.
But and then on the other bracket, Norarengu won against Rogue, second best NA team. FaZe won against Mocket.
These names are stupid. I'm just going out there and saying that.
Anyway, FaZe won against Mocket. Then FaZe. It's called Mocket Gaming. That's just the name of the game.
Okay, all right.
Mocket. So FaZe won against Mocket. Went on to play Norarengu. FaZe destroyed Norarengu. So these teams that. And I'll explain a little bit more about this. I don't want to make this too long, but I'll explain a little bit later. So the grand finals was FaZe versus G2, and G2 demolished FaZe. So it was a steamroll for the most part. It was not a hard final at all for G2 yet again, and it was a disappointing. Not that I just dislike G2 again. Let me reiterate. It's just they keep winning, and I don't like them. I want somebody else to win for once.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, what's weird about the regions is that regions like from APAC, they never get APAC is like all those Asian countries and Australia. So basically, we never get to scrim against them. All these teams scrim against each other. They practice with each other, but they usually practice within the region. So Latin Americans and Americans usually practice together because they're in the same time zone. And then Europeans usually all don't scrim with anybody. They just scrim with each other. And that's why they keep losing the Latin American teams except for G2. And then all the APAC teams scrim with themselves as well. So nobody expected EU to do very good against Latin America. And nobody expected APAC to do good against NA. But it went the other way around. So it was weird. Weird tournament, man. Really wanted somebody else to win for once, but whatever. Regardless, that's about it. I just wanted to cover that because that's what I did for my last 2 days at work. I've been listening to it. I don't know if you noticed. I've been kind of like half paying attention because I had one earphone in.
You never pay attention anyway.
Okay.
That's why these airplanes falling out of the sky all the time.
Yep. Not putting all the nuts in. Ooh.
Okay.
Why do you have to make noises like that? Nobody wants to fucking hear that, dude.
Okay, so what else happened? Any news this week?
Nothing. We're not talking about no politics, dude.
We're done politics today?
Yeah, no fucking politics today.
Okay. George Knapp, you heard that, buddy?
No politics today.
Yeah.
I don't want to be angry when I
Trump.
talk about
Vote Trump.
I had a good one.
Vote Trump 2020.
What?
Did you hear about Trump's what the hell was it?
Silence.
The guy Trump's choice to lead the Department of Health and Human Resources.
Yeah, the dead guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he committed suicide, but he had blunt force trauma to his head.
Okay, never mind. Everybody heard about it.
Yeah, the deep state won that round.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, George Knapp. I know you're probably listening to this right now. You're probably like, you think this is awesome, but I'm just busting your balls, pal. I like you, kinda. I mean, as far as I've heard,
Who wants to do you?
Wow.
All
right, see you later, George Knapp.
Yeah, you probably fucking tuned out after that one. You thought I was bad.
Actually, there was a bunch of shit that happened. I didn't.
Well, I
mentally prepared.
In the event that George Knapp actually listened to this, because all right, so if you guys don't know, George Knapp followed us on Twitter. Now you're probably thinking, oh, he probably follows a whole bunch of people then, right? Because you guys are no-namers.
No, he follows 614 people
out of his like 60,000 followers. So I don't know why he picked this out. That means he must.
Maybe he liked my memes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that means he had to scoped out our profile and thought, hey, these guys are worth following. And if that's the case, maybe he's seen our links. And if that's the case, maybe he's listening. It's low chance, but whatever. I guess we'll be presentable. Not really.
Yeah, so we're going to rip you apart, buddy.
No, we're not. No, we're not. I'm pretty sure it's George Norrie that says the weird shit, the thing that I joke about all the time. So, Paul, can you tell me, did the alien touch the inside of your asshole? George, I don't know. I went in the ship. I was touched by the aliens. It was really weird. Yeah, and did you have any sexual relations with the aliens?
Speaking of non-political news, CNN kept running a thing on their fucking Twitter about how that big thing that flew by Earth not too long ago. Well, it didn't fly by Earth. It was
the turd-shaped UFO.
Yeah, the big cigar-shaped UFO.
No, it was a turd.
What was it? Harvard scientists actually think that was a craft.
Why?
There's that, and then there was just a couple days ago, I think, there was a huge UFO sighting off the coast of Ireland. Yeah.
But you can't believe them.
It was
all drunk.
It was by a couple airline pilots and people on the ground.
Why do you see that? That's a fucking UFO. It is.
Jesus Christ. You're right. Those fuckers can't survive without potatoes. What am I talking about?
It's a flying fucking potato.
Yeah, so there's that, I guess.
Hope George Knapp's not Irish.
What else? I that's all I really had.
Jesus Christ!
Def Leppard's gonna make the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too, which is
cool. Pretty
shocking.
Cool.
Yeah.
I bought a $260 fishing rod and reel. And I guess what I used our Patreon money to do it. I didn't use it to fucking upgrade the studio.
We don't have no Patreon money.
I used our Patreon
money.
Quit
dreaming, bud. That's your fucking bank account, bro.
Shut up.
That ain't fucking Patreon.
Shut up. Can't I pretend to be rich? Shut up. That's right, listeners. I abused your money. I probably bathe in it too, and I dump milk on my head.
How do I get there? Like, what's the account number?
Big. It's big. It's huge. We have like $30 million a fucking day, bro.
That's all I had on news. Oh, Democrats are still counting votes. Yeah, they're still counting votes. I think they're still voting, to be honest with you. They're still voting. We're not allowed to vote, but they're still voting. So I don't know.
It's funny, dude.
This election stuff is confusing.
It's like 3 years later, the next election's already passed. We found...
Yeah.
He's no longer the senator.
Yeah.
We found the votes.
All right. You want to get this going?
No. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, so we're going to talk about Area 51, Bob Lazar. We're going to talk about some of his claims. And we're going to see if we're going to try to figure out if it's bullshit or not.
Just a heads up, guys. I'm going to be playing Skeptic today. Kind of. I mean, that's what I do all the time, so.
And I'm going to be chugging on Lazar's dick the whole time. No, I don't know. I'm up in the air about it.
I hope you got all your fucking facts straight, because I'm going to be like, how does he know? How does he know?
Okay.
Pizzagate's fake.
All right. All right, so to start with, before I get into Bob Lazar, now he said he worked at a place outside of Area 51. So I'll just give you a little back.
I worked at Area 52.
Actually, it was called S4, dickhead.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Bob Lazar knows. How about that song we listened to, the Bob Lazar song? Bob Lazar!
Yeah, the song that Green Day stole?
Yeah, we can't play it.
Yeah, because we'll be lip-ripping off two different songs at the same time.
Yeah, because it did. It came out before Green Day.
Holiday.
Holiday?
And it sounds just like Holiday.
It sounds just like Holiday.
We'll have you listen to it later.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's that. I forget the name of the band who did it. I can't even give them props.
Green Day.
Yeah, Green Day. All right, so before we get into Lazar, I'll give you a little background here on Area 51.
I should have brought some warheads.
Area 51, or if you'd like to call it Groom Lake, or Dreamland, or Paradise Ranch. That sounds like a whorehouse, Paradise Ranch.
Or Alien Disneyland.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, actually.
So, Area 51, that's a little joint out there in Lincoln County, Nevada. It's a little military installation. My cigarette's not going out. It's like going to burn the place down. I believe it started as a place called Homey Airport.
Homey.
Yeah.
Shut up, Merge.
It's actually.
Ain't I funny, guys? I'm funniest.
It's an offshoot of Edwards Air Force Base. That's a big one out there. That's a huge Air Force facility.
Thank you.
So this little section, Area 51, because that's what it was on a map. It was designated Area 51. That was acquired by the United States Air Force in 1955. But it was being used in 1942 by Indian Springs Air Force Auxiliary. It was called, in 1942, it was called the Indian Springs Air Force Auxiliary Field. And it consisted of two unpaved 5,000-foot runways.
What? What's so funny?
Nothing. So like I said, it was acquired by the United States Air Force in 1955. The Groom Lake Test Facility was established April of 1955 by the CIA. It was acquired for this thing called Project Aquatone, which was for the development.
Sounds like an album.
Yeah, right. It does. Shillery. Yeah, Project Aquatone. They got it for the development of the Lockheed U-2 spy plane. If you listen to our Trump Space Force Part 1, if we ever do a Part 2, I talked about that plane. Mm-hmm. So they do a lot of cool shit out there, and they've been doing it since way back then. Actually, in the Trump Space Force one, I talked about all the cool stuff. Remember all the cool stuff I talked about?
Yeah, kind of.
The SR-71 Blackbird.
Yeah, we talked about a whole bunch of that shit.
Yeah,
it kind of was. It was less about Trump Space Force, more about the alien stuff we know about.
Yeah,
that like we already think there was a Space Force.
Yeah. So it's like Area 51, the coolest of the coolest.
Do you think I could join the Space Force even though I got diabetes?
I don't think so.
Well, who cares in space?
Space.
I heard that diabetes goes away when you're in zero gravity.
Does it?
I don't know.
Sounds good. Yeah, so they developed a bunch of really, really cool shit out there. And another thing they have out there, and this one perplexed me because, like, I wonder how they got them.
Excuse me.
They reverse engineered like MiG fighters out there. Like they had MiG fighters out there.
What?
Yeah.
What were they called?
MiGs. They're Russian.
Oh.
The Russian MiGs.
I don't know what those are.
They're jets.
Yeah, I know they're jets, but I figured, but I didn't know what kind of jets.
And as I was reading all this stuff about how they had these out there, and they would actually use these Russian or Soviet jets they acquired. They would use them, like they would put one guy in one of these motherfuckers, and they would use that. Yeah, they would.
I used to fly one of these in Ace Combat.
Oh, okay.
It's a video game, dude.
I thought you were going to say back in Da Nang, because they weren't back in Da Nang.
No. And this plane was in Ace Combat, and I used to fly it a lot because it was like the second best jet in the game. Yeah,
so they had these fuckers out there, and they really didn't say how they got these fuckers. Like, how do you get the United States government? How do you go get a Russian MiG? Like,
well, it said that they exposed America purchased 21 of them. Like, they purchased them.
Who the fuck? Who, like, okayed that? Like, the Hillary Clinton to fucking Russia?
Well, whatever. We gave them some uranium for an exchange.
What the fuck, man? So, actually, they would use these Russian MiGs. They throw an American in it, and they would use these Russian fighter jets to see how our fucking shit compares to it. And I also read that somehow the Russians and the Soviets, they got hold of some of our shit, too. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
I think
just traded them.
Well, from the looks of it, it says Russia looks to sell MiG-35 fighters in more than 30 countries. Like, I guess they were just selling to a bunch of people.
Yeah, maybe they were making, like, our countries made backdoor deals with countries that bought them from them. And I don't fucking know.
These jets are pretty cool. I'd fly one of these, man, if I could.
So that's what, and a lot of your, all your stealth technology came out of 51. A lot of your drones, like they were practicing or like experiment with drones, like in the 60s, man, the 60s and 70s. They were already experimenting.
You're talking about
with
the
drones.
plane. You're talking about the plane drones, right? The
drones.
The ones that shoot the missiles.
Yeah.
The ones that bomb terrorists.
Yeah, the ones Obama used to fucking kill all those civilians.
A lot of bombs.
Yeah.
He's a good guy though. Peace, Nobel Peace Prize. Give it to him.
Yeah.
Good guy.
So you have this
kill women and children. Good guy.
This top secret facility, Area 51. Okay, and there were people like in the UFO world that kind of like in the 80s they were kind of like, something's out there. Something's out there in Nevada.
I want to believe.
Besides whorehouses. But really, no one ever knew. Like Area 51 wasn't like a term. It wasn't a term until fucking 1989. In 1989, this fellow out there in Nevada, George Knapp, he had this little show on his cable channel out there, his news channel.
DrinkingTheory.com.
And something got mixed up with, he was supposed to have someone on, but then he called this other person, John Lear. Okay, and he's like, because someone couldn't make it, he's like, John, I'm doing this episode. Do you have anyone in mind to do it? And that's how he got hooked up with Bob Lazar.
I'm going to get ice.
Okay. So George Knapp does this interview. He does a series of interviews with this dude, Bob Lazar, which the first interview, he didn't give his name. Yeah. He was behind a silhouette. And then as the interviews went on, then it came out, okay, I'm fucking Bob Lazar. I worked at Area 51. Actually, I didn't work at Area 51. I worked at this place called Papoose Lake. That was like, I don't know what the fuck it was. So many miles south, like 20 miles south or whatever of the actual Area 51 facility. Apparently it was in the mountains or whatever. And so we introduced Bob Lazar. Okay. Listen, if you go online, it's very hard to find information about Bob Lazar. Yeah. I mean, you can find the information that Stanton Friedman puts out there, which, I'm sorry, Stanton, I really don't like you anymore. And then you got the information George Knapp puts out there. Yeah. So you have like the pro, and then you have Friedman, who's he's anti.
Big dumb idiot.
Yeah, he's anti. He's anti Lazar. But what I did find out about Bob Lazar is he was originally born in Florida, Coral Gables, Florida, in 1959.
I'm fucking good.
That's about all I found out, besides what he said.
Yeah, because there's no records of him, right?
Yeah, there's like no records at all. Okay, so yeah,
never went to school, never did anything supposedly.
Yeah, and so it's really like I don't know. It was really hard to find shit on this guy. Like, I found out the name of his parents, and I couldn't even find shit out on them. Like, his pops, his name was Albert Lazar, and his mother was Phyllis Berliner. I guess they were from Florida. I don't fucking know. But anyway, so in 1989, November 1989, he does this fucking interview with Knapp. Okay. George Knapp of KLAS-TV in Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, Lazar said he was a scientist that worked at the military base known as Area 51. More importantly, Papoose Lake, or as Lazar called it, S4.
Pussy Lake, baby.
Yeah, S4. He said he worked at S4 from 1988 to 1989. And while he was there, he said he worked on back engineering extraterrestrial spacecraft. He said
whatever you say, buddy.
He said he got to read documents on research of anti-gravity reactors used for their propulsion systems.
Yeah, I heard he also he wrote that on a fucking bar napkin, and I threw it away.
He was shown 9 flying discs. And the crafts used an element 115, which he said was unknown on Earth.
Unknown element.
But it is known now.
Apparently they had 500 pounds of this shit.
That's not a lot.
He wasn't sure if they made the shit, or they found the shit, or the aliens gave him the shit. He just was told they had 500 pounds of the shit.
Listen, can we just cut to the fucking chase here and get to the flat Earth stuff?
Dude, there's no flat Earth shit here.
What?
Yeah, there's no flat Earth shit.
Why did they even fucking show up?
In case anyone was wondering, element 115 wasn't officially recognized until December of 2015.
And Bob Lazar said this shit existed back in 1989. Mm-hmm. So Lazar claims he initially got the job to work at S4 through Dr. Edward Teller. Do you know what Dr. Edward Teller is? Come on, anybody? Anybody?
No.
Anyone? Dr. Edward Teller, he has the nickname the father of the H-bomb, which some people doesn't think he deserves, but that's a whole nother
Rocky,
fucking episode. That's a whole nother episode. Shut that fucking door.
He's having a problem.
Shut that fucking door.
Rocky's having a problem today.
So yeah, Dr. Edward Teller, he was the father of the H-bomb. And I found out something interesting about Dr. Teller. Is some people think no. Some people think that
like the door open.
Some people think that Dr. Edward Teller.
Do you want to pause?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, guys. We're gonna pause for a second.
You don't have to tell them.
Sorry, guys. We're back. We had a hiccup there. Rocky was having a shit fit.
So, Dr. Edward Teller. A quick little fact I found out about him.
Okay.
Is some people believe he was the inspiration for Stanley Kubrick's character, Dr. Strangelove.
Possibly.
Yeah,
because
cool.
I feel like Dr. Strangelove was definitely based off of someone, man. I think he was just generally based off of the nuclear scientists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think he was just based off that age of people, like these mad scientists, weird personalities.
Yeah.
That's what I think. But even if he didn't know the guy.
So Teller worked at, of course, he's the father of the H-bomb.
I think it's worth noting that Dr. Strangelove was also like Austrian or German. He had like that accent.
Yeah, so was Teller.
Well, that's
actually Teller was Hungarian, I believe.
You know what I mean? Within that area, he's got that like Germanic kind of thing going on, and it's like you can tell that if it's not inspired by him, it's inspired by one of the German fucking scientists that came over here.
Yeah.
So
Teller he worked at Los Alamos National Laboratories, which that was created in 1943.
Yeah.
They created that shit to design the atomic bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so which brings us back to Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar said he got the gig through Teller. He saw Teller do give a speech or whatever, and he got to speak with Teller, and supposedly they hit it off or some shit. So he hooked him up with the gig.
They had gay sex.
So now we get into Bob Lazar said he was a graduate of MIT.
Yeah. Bob Lazar, he said he was.
Yeah, Bob Lazar said he went to MIT. What was the other fucking school he went to?
Little did you know that's like Harvard for engineers. Or something like that.
Is that what it is?
CIT, California Institute of Technology.
Yeah, the California Institute of Technology. Caltech. Yeah, Caltech. So he said he went to those two schools.
Mm-hmm.
He said he worked at Los Alamos National Laboratories as a physicist. And then from there, he went and got the gig down there at S4, the other side of Area 51, playing with fucking alien spacecraft.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you go out there and you look up Stanton Friedman, he fucking shreds this guy. Shreds him to shit. Can't find any information on him being at fucking MIT. Can't find any information on him being at Caltech. Supposedly, he couldn't find any information on him being at fucking Los Alamos as a fucking employee there.
You're talking about Lazar?
Yeah. So Friedman says the guy's
There's basically no records of him ever attending school.
So he's kind of like that guy. Remember the I keep forgetting its name. That place with the layers of science. Dolce, yeah. You know that guy that released all the stories about it, the big one, the guy that said he saw like the human alien mixes in the test tubes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know that there's not even a record of that guy existing. It was just like it was quotes from somebody else quoting the guy.
Yeah.
There's not even a fucking record of the guy existing. For all we know, it was all bullshit stories.
Yeah. But now in Lazar's case here, in 1982. There was a paper out of Los Alamos. It was called the Los Alamos Monitor. It was I think it was I don't think it was a daily paper. I think it was like a weekly paper. On the front page, there's actually a story. This is from the Los Alamos Monitor, 1982. On the front page, wouldn't you know it, there's Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar, he was on there because it was a story about his jet car he built. And he built it with the help of some dude from NASA. He was a NASA researcher. They built this fucking jet car. And in that article, he even talks about being a physicist at Los Alamos Laboratories. So there's one little shred of, Bob Lazar was in this fucking paper, and, that shit happened.
Yep.
And not only that, George Knapp did some digging. He was trying to talk to people at Los Alamos.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, the motherfucker didn't work here. We don't know him. But later down the road, Knapp got people to say off the record, yeah, Bob really did fucking work here, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing: is that George Knapp's a personality, and if you even if you're not into conspiracies or UFO stuff, you probably know who George Knapp is. Okay. Yeah. I feel like he's somewhat of he's like a halfway there to being a household name.
Yeah.
Especially Coast to Coast itself. Like I feel like Art Bell is a household name, but that's besides the point. The thing is that if George Knapp was talking to these people, you never know. Maybe they're looking for the 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be, hey, if I corroborate with George Knapp, I can be kind of like famous for a second. I'm just being a skeptic, though, for the sake of logics. Now, I'm not hating on George Knapp. George Knapp, don't press X. Don't press X. Keep listening, please, God. I know you're waiting.
Oh, he stopped listening fucking 10 minutes ago.
Whoops.
So, not only did Knapp get that shit, Knapp also found from the time period where Lazar said he worked there, he found a phone directory for the Los Alamos laboratory.
Yeah.
Okay. And Bob Lazar's name is in that phone book.
Okay.
As an employee.
And that's confirmed.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And that's he's in there as an employee for Los Alamos.
Yeah.
So that confirms that.
Okay. So he's not a bullshitter.
Well, according to Stanton Freeman, he is. That doesn't mean anything.
But the problem is that his name is actually in this thing, so that means that he had the credentials to work there to begin with. So that's he wasn't just. Let me get this straight. He wasn't a fucking janitor or nothing, was he?
Well, see, that's the thing. The phone directory, you really can't tell who was what.
Oh, okay.
There's basically
nobody asked any questions.
Basically, it's just a list of names.
But nobody's ever called, been like, "Yo, what was Bob Lazar? What did he do?"
Well, according to Los Alamos, he never worked.
Yeah, according to Los Alamos, he did.
But he was in the employee directory.
Yes.
Which was made by Los Alamos.
Yes.
So why don't?
But he never worked there.
Oh my God.
But supposedly he never worked there, but he was in the phone directory.
That's retarded.
Okay. And a couple years ago, another gentleman, I can't remember his name, which, once again, George Knapp knows, he made a documentary. And making that documentary, he actually found a guy, which the guy has a funny last name. But anyway.
His last name is Penis.
Close. His name is Dr. Robert Krangle.
That sounds like an alternative name for your for your taint.
Yeah, my Krangle.
I took a shit, got my Krangle all dirty.
So Krangle worked at Los Alamos. That's confirmed. There's plenty of information. Krangle also has a huge
boner.
He has a huge portfolio you can go into, with all kinds of shit this guy's done. Mm-hmm. And Krangle's like, yo, on the D, Bob worked there. Krangle actually went on record, and he's like, yeah, fucking Bob Lazar fucking worked down there at Los Alamos. So
he was also knee deep in pussy, and he also had lots of money and a Lamborghini.
See, now...
have you seen the guy? I don't think so.
Hey, you guys want to join MUFON or whatever the fuck it's called?
I'll join fucking MUFON.
Let's do it. Yeah, it's like a $200 entry fee, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Fire up that fucking Patreon, guys. Get us in the MUFON.
$600 goes.
Get us in the fucking MUFON. We'll get better intel.
Fuck. No, we won't.
Actually, I read something MUFON was compromised. But anyway, that's another episode.
MUFON, I feel like that's a hot spot for disinfo.
So now Freeman, like I said, he rips this story apart. He bases it all on Bob Lazar's college because you cannot find any records that he attended these schools.
Which should be public record, to be fair. Supposedly, they can't even find anyone that said, oh yeah, Bob was in our fucking class. Because they have a record of all their alumni. So every college does.
Yeah, they do, unless you pissed the government off and they made your identity go away. Oh. So you got to look at it from that aspect too. And that's the line that Bob Lazar holds. And he's held that line since 1989.
Do you have another asteroid?
He's stuck to his story. Use this fucking...
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair.
Use this.
That's fair, okay.
He's stuck to this same story since 1989. It's never changed. It's never wavered.
I did read how Friedman was supposedly able to verify that Lazar took courses in the late 70s at Pierce Junior College in Los Angeles.
Electronics.
At the same time as he was supposedly attending MIT in Massachusetts.
Yeah. So, my deal with that. Okay, if the government didn't erase his shit like he said, Bob Lazar could be like that phone call I got the other day, where
you want to talk about the phone call?
No,
okay.
Where Bob Lazar is afraid to admit that he lied. Listen, back then, people were lying left and right. It was so easy.
In the UFO world, you mean?
No. In Norm world. In Norm world in general. People were lying like crazy.
About what?
Back then, it was so easy to fake.
There wasn't an internet back then.
And back then, it was so easy.
There weren't fact checkers.
It was so easy to fake records. It was so easy to make a fucking fake diploma for fucking Harvard. It was easy. If you really look into it,
because somebody wouldn't be able to look it up, they'd have to go to Harvard themselves.
Yes. And the fucking 50s, 60s, 70s.
And nobody's going to go through that trouble.
And part of the 80s, so many fucking people in this country lied about their education. And they were able to make the documents. Because the documents were junk. They were shit. You know, now documents are fancy. They're fucking kind of hard to reproduce. Back then, it was like nothing.
Well, they're also publicly available, so you can fake it.
You
can't really fake it. Well, by publicly available, I mean, like, you want to know Harvard alumni? You can probably look it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
if your name's not there, your name's not there.
Yeah. So Freeman, I don't know if anyone knows Stanton Friedman. Stanton Friedman is a huge UFO guy. He's fucking huge.
And he's the guy that doesn't like Lazar, right?
Yeah. He says Lazar is bullshit. And Stanton Friedman himself.
Don't you like that? Have you ever noticed how the UFO community is very cannibalistic?
Oh, dude, they're brutal. They're brutal.
And they really eat themselves alive.
They do. They fucking eat each other. Well, you know what? Because there's so much like, sorry, George Knapp. But sometimes I wonder about George Knapp.
Yeah.
And his motives. Because of all the people
Well,
he
you gotta
knows.
look at it like the Bigfoot shit.
Yeah.
Where everybody sometimes people fake evidence so that people get interested in the UFO world. Like, they have good intentions, but they'll fake evidence so that people get interested.
Yeah.
Which has happened in the UFO world. I forget the guy's name. The guy that made all those sets. He made actual sets.
You know, or you're just looking for your 15 minutes of
fame.
fame.
There's that.
And some of these people have turned into 15, 30 years of fame.
Yeah.
And then
I think Stanton Friedman.
And then you know who else is in that category? You got fucking disinfo, man. You got the government.
That's
so you have three different layers of bullshit going on at the same time.
And sometimes that's what I wonder about George Knapp. I wonder if he's just a disinfo guy. I'm not saying he is. I mean, that's for people. People got to get out there and listen to him. I mean, I listen to his shit. I listen to his shit all the fucking time. But sometimes in the back of my mind, it's like, well, he you know, the guy's friends with Bigelow, who we talked about before.
Who?
Bigelow, the guy tied into the Ram Ranch, or what the fuck was that?
Skinwalker?
The Skinwalker Ram Ranch. You know, Bigelow was tied into that. George Knapp was tied into that.
Oh, and George Knapp was one of the researchers. Who
and you know how we feel about
Skinwalker Ranch.
Skinwalker
Ranch. How there weren't any actual pictures, but they tried. But no, we can't show you any of the pictures because they aren't good enough. Well, I'd like to see that you guys actually took pictures. Sorry, George Knapp. I'm just saying.
So that's where the whole Bob Lazar thing. Listen, 100%. I want to believe Bob Lazar. I want his story to be true. And sometimes I think it's true. And I believe his story. But other times I question it.
Well, same with Missing 411. You know, some of the Missing 411 stuff is blown out of proportion.
Oh, yeah,
The guy who writes the Missing 411 stuff, The problem with him is that he's taken a lot of stuff out of context too. He has a lot of weird stories, which are the ones he showcases. The ones he showcases are the good ones. But the rest of the stuff that he talks about is stuff that's blown out of proportion that could possibly be explained. But the stuff he showcases, it's kind of like a movie trailer where they show you all the good bits so you go and see it. Well, it's the same thing with the guy who does Missing 411, David Paulides. You see, really cool story. And when he goes and does these seminars at colleges and shit like that, he tells you about all the really cool, spooky ones that don't make any sense. Yeah. That are worth talking about. But when you buy the book, you get thousands of cases of, well, that could have been this, this, and this. You know what I mean? It could have been a whole bunch of different things. Now, that's not to say that David Paulides is a liar, and it's not to say that David Paulides is trying to fool anybody. But it seems to me that David Paulides wants us to... Well, he doesn't want us to believe something, but he clearly does believe in something. Yeah. Something weird. And he said himself that he doesn't want to influence anybody's opinion, and that's fine. But the problem is that at the end of the day, you have your own belief about what's going on. And so, and whether you like it or not, that bias is going to bleed through a little bit. And it does. Because again, like I said, there are some cases that are just blown out of proportion that are like, whoa, 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 whoa. That could have been this. But the things that he talks about in the seminars are the weird ones where, yeah, there's no explanation. Like, that's fucking weird, no matter which way you look at it. So, but that's just one example. It's just like the whole fucking Bigfoot community. There's that one guy, I forget his fucking name, who actually faked Bigfoot evidence. I actually think they got a gorilla suit and they were taking blurry photos. I'm serious.
I don't know. I'm not up on the big feet.
I forget. And they were trying to fucking they were trying to get people's attention. They honestly cared about Bigfoot, honestly believed in it, and honestly did want to do good research. But they were thinking, fuck, well, it's taking too long to get evidence, so I guess we gotta fake something. Which is not the right thing to do. You're there for scientific reasons. Yeah. Whether or not you believe in... Just like how I believe in ghosts, for all I fucking know, ghosts are fake, bro. Yeah. If ghosts are fake, ghosts are fucking fake. If I were to go do ghost hunting, like, if I wouldn't even be able to have a TV show. They'd cancel me after 3 episodes because I'd be going to places where, like, nothing happened.
So George Knapp is saying this story is 100% legit. He found the phone records, okay? He got that news article. Okay, that's 2 confirmations there. Yeah. Someone else dug up a W-2 form.
Yeah, I've seen that.
With Bob Lazar's name on it. And which I find real ironic when that W-2 first started coming out, and you can actually get it online now. His fucking social security number isn't blacked out.
That ain't right.
Yeah, I know. The image I got, his social security number is blacked out.
You're allowed to get a different social security number if it gets fucking...
Yeah. I would think he would have had to.
Yeah.
Because his social security number was blown all over the fucking place. But anyway, this W-2...
Now I kind of understand why he doesn't have any info out.
That's what I mean.
Because people just fucking release anything. Because if somebody released my W-2 and had my fucking social security number out everywhere, I'd be like, you know what? I don't want to release any fucking info about myself anymore.
That's what I mean. And he had a name card with his image and numbers on it. Yeah. And those numbers line up with numbers that are on this W-2 form. Yeah. And the W-2 form is from the United States Department of Naval Intelligence. And it's his name, Robert Lazar. There's an employee identification number, which some guy tried to look into. But I guess he had some problems with the IRS. The IRS was saying that they were confidential departments or some shit.
So the IRS got involved?
Well, yeah, this guy, a researcher, contacted the IRS and wanted to know about this W-2 form from 1989 to Bob Lazar. And it says he was employed by United States Department of Naval Intelligence. So He actually does.
But why naval intelligence? Didn't he work for Air Force?
See, that's another fucking weird thing, which I don't understand. Like everyone out there have a little fucking gig? Like, do all the armed forces have like a section out there they can use?
That's all connected.
Because
you said he worked Air Force investigation, right?
Well, no, it was
or not investigation.
It was listed as an Air Force installation because it's part of Edwards Air Force Base. But now, see,
well, then again, I guess Air Force and Naval have a little bit to do with it.
Now he didn't.
I mean, if you really want to dig into it, there's a lot of people that think UFOs go underwater too.
Yeah, so, and that's and he was asked about that too.
Yeah.
I can neither confirm or deny.
In an interview, he was asked about that, and he said it was never a topic of discussion. He had like a buddy, like we have to have at work. He had an accountability buddy. They worked in teams
at the airplane factory.
Yeah, they worked in teams, and the way the government works, everything's so
compartmentalized.
Yeah, compartmental. Yeah, whatever the fuck that word is. But anyway. So it's like, Team A was working on something, and they couldn't talk to Team B about it. That's how the government actually works. But Bob Lazar, he goes into depth to explain this. I encourage anyone to fucking go watch.
Well, it also has to do with disinfo because if you decide to leak information,
yes,
you don't have all the information.
Yes. And
so when you leak information, you could be leaking fake info. You could be leaking real info. You could be leaking only half of the info.
And there are a handful of people out there that believe, Bob Lazar was there. Yeah, they picked this guy.
Yeah,
they picked him. They put him there.
Well, he did that so he could spread fake info.
Yeah, because they knew his lifestyle. They knew how he was.
So he's kind of like Tom DeLonge.
Yes, which is another friend of George Knapp.
Yeah.
That's why I hate the fucking UFO community, and I hate the whole UFO thing because it's like fucking bullshit.
You don't know what's real, you don't know what's fake.
Dude,
Tom DeLonge seems like a big fat liar. Well, not liar. He seems like somebody who's been lied to, and then he's passing on the info. I'm sorry. Look at but maybe Joe Rogan's the disinfo. When he was on Joe Rogan, maybe fucking Shillery called Joe Rogan and said, "All right, you tell Tom DeLonge that he's crazy."
So now
we seen
he died.
He died.
So, to me, I don't listen. I try to block out Stanton Friedman. I try to block him out because, I'm sorry, you got the W-2. Okay, you got the ID card. Can these things be manufactured and made?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can. But how far do you want to go with this if it's a lie?
Yeah. Well, then again, it's disinfo.
And it's
the whole point about disinfo is to lead someone away.
And listen,
so I guess Friedman has a point to a degree.
Listen, Friedman has profited his whole fucking life off of UFOs. He stopped being a fucking physicist, okay, so he could fucking get into the UFO world, okay? Then you got someone like Bob Lazar. All this shit happened. All this shit. Bob Lazar became a fucking celebrity overnight.
Yeah.
And instead of taking the Stanton Friedman route, what Bob Lazar do? He took the fucking mid-90s Pearl Jam route and just fucking disappeared. Like, he didn't want nothing to do with it. Like, he's like, fuck this fame. I mean, we saw how Cobain dealt with fame.
Huh?
Okay, Bob Lazar's like, fuck this fame. I don't want it. Matter of fact, Bob Lazar actually says now, if he had to do it over, he'd probably keep his fucking mouth shut. He'd probably keep his fucking mouth shut.
Well, here. Can we talk about disinfo for a second? And here's what's tricky about fucking disinfo. And here, I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the podcast because we've never really gone into disinfo on the podcast. Believe it, really, not too much, which is weird. Here's the thing about disinfo. Disinfo is tricky because it's not disinfo like in politics, right? In politics, they just try to fucking convince you otherwise. It's a big psyop. They just try to be like, they just repeat one thing that they want you to believe until you believe it. CNN keep reiterating it. News networks keep saying the same exact phrase. Stuff like that. That's politics, though. And politics is straightforward. You just want to change people's minds lickety-split. Here's the fucking thing about UFO world, though. You want people to be fucking confused. You want people You want some people to tell the truth. You want some people to spread lies. And the best way for people to spread lies is to tell them something that's either half true or completely false, but make them believe that it's true.
Yeah.
Which is what I think is wrong with Tom DeLonge. Tom DeLonge, he's a cool guy. You know, I think he's got his heart's in the right fucking place.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I think the things he's being told are fucking fake.
Yeah, I think he's being fucked with.
Yeah, and I think that he's like, well, they're government officials. I'm an insider.
He's John Podesta, fucking baby raper.
I know all these insider secrets. It's like I just think he's too hopeful. Too fucking hopeful. And I think that you know, you never know. Bob Lazar might have fallen into that fucking category. Yeah. You know, maybe he did work on all this shit. Yeah. But what he was shown was intentionally false because they knew he was going to leak it.
Yeah.
You never know. Same thing with this Freeman guy. Maybe he's involved with disinfo. Maybe he was told by sources that, oh, Bob Lazar's a fucker. You know, he says all this shit, but that's totally fake. No, you go spread this info. And you know what? It works. Because look at the UFO community. It's in shambles.
They're at each other's throat.
It's been in shambles for fucking decades.
Dude,
decades. Since the fucking
throat.
50s, dude. Since the 50s, it's been in fucking shambles. Because people are too busy fighting with each other on who's right, who's wrong, who to believe, who not to believe.
Yeah.
And it's like, and nobody's ever sitting there and picking out, well, you know, these things connect, so this seems logical. No, they're too busy being, I got told this, this, and this by this insider. Yeah. No, I was told this, this, and this by this insider, so I'm right. So, and everybody's at each other's fucking throats about it, and nobody's ever thinking about what's right, what's wrong.
Yeah.
And that's my problem with every fucking conspiracy, especially like the cryptid fucking world. If you think UFOs are bad, I think Bigfoot community is a little bit worse.
and you got to think about it, like back when Lazar would have came out, our government actually gave a shit about making their lies look real.
Yeah.
Compared to nowadays.
Yeah. They don't even.
To be fair, this is the internet age, and you can't get away with lying anymore.
Because
all eyes are open 24/7.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's why I don't mean to sound like a crazy person now. But that's why fucking Donald Trump hasn't been killed yet.
Yeah.
Because all eyes are on him at all times.
Yeah.
You know, people on 4chan spend fucking days just watching street CCTVs that they hacked into.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because they want to, so like, let's say there's a street CCTV outside the White House. All it takes is one fucking 4chan fucking neckbeard to be like, well, I don't know. Nobody in the media is talking about this guy that I just saw sneak into the White House, and he looked like John Podesta.
Yeah.
And that's all it takes, and that's why they haven't killed him, because all eyes are open at all times. You can't get away with it anymore.
Yeah.
So that's what's great about the internet age.
Okay, so now with Lazar, like I said, we have the Los Alamos directory. Okay, that's got him pegged for there.
Yeah.
We have the newspaper. It's got him pegged for being there. We have this other dude, whatever the fuck, Krangle, who said, yeah, he was fucking there. And now we got the W-2s that said he worked for the government.
Yeah. And now here's the problem.
You got his name tag.
And this is what I mean, is that for all we know, those could have been forged by the government.
They could have.
And George Lazar's just a fucking liar.
Bob.
Or I'm sorry. I mixed up George Knapp and Bob Lazar. Sorry. And all we know is that Bob Lazar could be a faker.
Yeah.
To begin with, from the get-go. Maybe he's a liar all through and through.
Okay. Now you
never know.
Now I'm going to tell you how Lazar got shit canned.
Okay.
Lazar got shit canned from his job there at S4.
Yeah.
Supposedly. What he did is he knew the test times that they tested these craft.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and so what he did was he told a group of friends, "Yo, you got to see this. You're going to come out to the desert with me."
I've heard about this where they're hanging out on like a cliffside, right?
Yeah, we got to be there at such and such time.
I've heard about this.
Okay, and they got recordings. They got recordings of it. I think they went out there a couple times.
Yeah.
Last time they went out there, boof, they get popped. Okay, they get popped. They get taken in for questioning. They find out Lazar's Lazar. They're like, you fucking dumbass motherfucker.
Yeah.
They fucking shit can him. Then from there, he goes through these things where he starts carrying a gun because he's getting threats. I'm pretty sure he almost got run off the road or some shit.
Okay.
Things got really fucked up for him. But now the group of people he was out there with, one of the guys he was out there with was John Lear.
Uh-huh.
Now, John Lear. I have a fucking issue with John Lear.
Okay.
And I wanted to find out more information how John Lear and Bob Lazar were friends. And I really couldn't find anything. Okay, because good luck finding information out about John Lear. Mm-hmm. He has no Wikipedia. Okay, every time someone puts up a Wikipedia about him, it gets taken down. So there is no Wikipedia on him.
So do you think that's government involved?
I don't know. You know what? John Lear is so fucked up, it could be him.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Making it look like.
If somebody makes a fucking Wikipedia about you, I'm pretty sure you could probably contact Wikipedia and be like, I don't want a page about me.
Now, give you a little background on John Lear. John Lear is the son of this dude, William Lear. William Lear was he was an engineer and an inventor. He has over 120 patents to his name. He actually invented the 8-track fucking cartridge. The 8-track. He invented that motherfucker.
The what?
An 8-track. You know what an 8-track is? Is before the cassettes. It's like a big music box thing.
8-track tapes.
Yeah. I've never heard of them.
Wow. Holy fuck me, dude. Holy shit. An 8-track. Listen, an 8-track was before a cassette tape.
I know what a cassette tape is.
Yeah. Well, before the cassette, there was an 8-track. And it had an 8-track player.
Was there any other names for it?
An 8-track.
Was there any other names for it other than 8-track?
No, an 8-track.
I've never heard of fucking...
So...
What years were those around?
I think they were phased out in the early 80s.
They were around from 64 to 88.
Wow, they were around till 88? Fuck me. Well, anyway...
Can I see a picture on?
So, John Lear's dad, he did that. And he also was the founder of the Learjet Corporation. Which seems like a smart motherfucker. You think his offspring would have been fucking brilliant, too.
They kind of look like old school...
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, my mom still plays them. She still has an 8-track player.
I've never seen one of those before. Yeah. Holy shit.
So, his dad was a straight shooter, man. But then you got John Lear. Now, I guess there is some documented information on John Lear. Okay, from what I found, I don't know if this is true, but John Lear was he flew planes and shit.
Yeah.
He supposedly has flown over 160 different types of aircraft in over 50 countries. He holds 17 world speed records in the Learjet.
Oh, I know who this guy is.
He holds every airline certificate issued by the FAA and has flown missions worldwide for the CIA and other government agencies.
I know who this guy is because I'm pretty sure he's gotten mentioned in world records for jets before.
Yeah.
And I was like, who the fuck is John Lear? I heard this name before.
Now, he became interested in the subject of UFOs after talking with a U.S. Air Force personnel who witnessed a UFO landing in Bentwaters, England. You know that one. That's a big one, Bentwaters.
No.
That would be like their Roswell.
Yeah.
Bentwaters. Yeah. So this is him. And John Lear, some of his theories, like one of his theories is that the moon is populated by like 2 billion people.
Yikes.
He also believes that the fucking Twin Towers, they were holograms.
Yikes.
The planes were holograms.
Ooh.
And they fired some kind of fucking laser beam or some shit. I don't know. His shit, it's really fucking out there. And I would like to know how him and Bob Lazar were friends. Because John Lear, in my opinion, is a fucking crackpot. I mean, I believe a lot of fucked up shit, but some of the shit he talks about is just asinine and off the wall.
Well, I've
listened to himself.
I said this when we were going into work, and I think little Jake was there, and I said, listen, for all I know, hey, it's possible. For all I know, we live in a fucking simulation, dude. But,
oh, yeah, absolutely.
But as far as just like my logical opinion goes, holy fuck, those two things are retarded as hell.
Yeah, they're so fucking stupid. And I just want to know how were these guys friends?
My question is, how do you think fucking 9/11 was a fucking hologram? Listen, I'm of the opinion of that 9/11 has multiple different stories that could be true. My personal opinion is that we knew it was going to happen and we let it happen, for being like, oh fuck, this could be a good deal. We can make this work in our favor. We could like cash out on insurance companies and whatnot. That's what I think. But it's like, holy shit, there's actually like 3,000 people fucking died. Like on the record, bro. Do you think that's not, whatever.
Yeah, this ain't Sandy Hook shit. This is, that's like fucking beyond. Jake was fucking telling me.
Yeah, but Sandy Hook is fucking.
Listen, Jake was telling me one of his fucking professors is a Sandy Hook fucking denier.
Well, you know what? But
he doesn't believe in
but the Sandy Hook denial, at least I don't believe in this conspiracy personally, because again, there's a whole bunch of people who are dead. Yeah, so it's like I feel like that's where it starts becoming a.
Watch out what you say here. We might get taken off the air.
Because I think it's a blurred line to try and fucking argue. Yeah. But like I understand where people come from. The place got taken down. You know what I mean? It got bulldozed. Sandy Hook got bulldozed. And is there even a memorial there for it? There has to be.
I don't even know.
Because
it'll be an episode.
But it seems like it got erased. I'm just saying. It seems like it got erased. So I can understand where people come from with that because it's small scale. In the whole school shooting thing is a hot topic for Democrats for the Second Amendment argument. Yeah. So I understand where people come from to a degree when it comes to that. But the fucking 9/11 man being a hologram, fuck. There's terrorists. We can, and again, I think it was a hot ticket for the government officials to be like, fuck, we could fucking bank off this.
And to give Bob,
it's like letting someone punch you in the face so you know that you can punch him back.
To give Bob a little cred, Bob doesn't give many interviews, and when he does, it's usually tight with George Knapp. Okay, and like he really has to have his arm twist to fucking talk about it. Bob's not one to be out there talking about this shit every day. He doesn't want to be bothered by it.
Yeah,
he's got his own business now, which I'll go into later. So it's like, and he has said his friend John Lear he's a little out there. He's a little crazy.
Yeah.
And he has said me and Bob don't agree on everything. His theories are a little too far out.
It's like I don't believe everything you tell me either.
Yeah. So, but
is John still alive?
Yeah, I think so.
Christ, I can't even fucking find that.
Dude, it's hard to find information on the guy. But the bottom line...
I'm a hologram.
But the bottom line of that story is Bob Lazar said, listen, they're going to be here at this time. And boof, they were there at that time. He had video to back it up.
Yeah.
So he had to have foreknowledge of these motherfuckers were going to be there. So once again, for me... That's a tilt into. I think Bob Lazar is telling the truth.
Then again,
it could be think about. He could have been sitting out there himself for a long time, figuring out when this shit was happening. It's like, I know when it's happening.
True.
It could have also been, he could have always been just a plant from the get-go.
Yeah.
And that this whole story is fabricated, and that him getting fired was part of the plan.
Yeah.
And that's all because they wanted him a part of the UFO. Media, so that he could spread disinfo. I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm just saying that that's a possibility.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely not far-fetched from what the government would do to spread disinfo.
But whatever the case, after this, like, Bob didn't make a lot of... Like, he didn't make millions of dollars off this shit happening. Matter of fact, it was kind of the opposite. His life was fucking trashed. Like, his life got trashed. A couple years later, he had to file for bankruptcy. Mm-hmm. I mean, this cost him like fucking everything.
So it's not like he went into the UFO community, got shit on, and then he went and lived a comfy life after he got shit on.
Yeah, he got put in a fucking hole.
Yeah.
So basically, the funny part is George Knapp and Stanton Friedman have made more money off of Bob Lazar than Bob Lazar has made off of himself, probably.
I would agree with that.
Damn. Sorry,
George. I would agree with that. If the story they're telling is true. That's it. That's that in a nutshell. These motherfuckers all profited off Bob Lazar.
Yeah.
And his downfall.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. They didn't profit in his downfall itself. They profited in his involvement, which involved his downfall.
So now that we went through all that shit,
it's not like they wanted him to fail. It was he just happened to fail because of it.
Now I want to tell you what Bob Lazar fucking said.
Okay, go ahead.
This ain't everything 100%, but it's a rundown and it's good enough, and I hope it's true.
Yeah.
I hope this is fucking real. Okay, so he said out there at S4 there were 9 crafts.
Okay.
He worked on what he referred to as the sport model. There was 9 different craft. He said some of those craft were downed. They were crashed and they recovered them.
One was made out of aluminum foil and crashed in New Mexico.
He said he actually believed one of them was shot down because it had damage to it, like it was shot down.
What do you mean, like a shotgun from a hillbilly?
It could be. But Bob said it was hard out there because...
Thinking I'll let one of them goddamn drones in my backyard?
Bob said it was hard out there because it's not like you were in a garage with 10 other fucking dudes working on their own fucking cars, and you could go over and say, "Oh wow, she looks nice. How's she run?" You couldn't do that. You really weren't allowed to fucking talk.
That's what I say about women on the street.
To talk.
How they run. Get
okay, and Bob Lazar, he also talked about the Janet Airline before anyone knew what Janet Airline was.
What's that?
Janet Airline, there's this little airport in Las Vegas.
Oh, the one that brings them out.
Yes, it's the shuttle.
Yeah, you're not allowed to just drive to Area 51 if you work there. You have to take a plane there. Yeah, you take a plane every day. They all get on it. It's called... The reason it's called Janet is because people did enough digging, and when the pilots are bringing people in or they're leaving, on the radio tower, their code name is Janet for the planes. Okay, Bob Lazar kind of threw that out there before really no one knew what the fuck the Janet planes were. Mm-hmm. So he nailed that. So he's out there. He goes out there. Okay, for the propulsion of the study vehicles, Bob Lazar claimed that the atomic element 115 served as a nuclear fuel. Element 115, according to him, nicknamed ununpentium, or UUP, reportedly provided an energy source which would produce anti-gravity effects under proton bombardment, along with antimatter. I don't understand what any of this shit is. Antimatter for energy production. As the intense, strong nuclear force field of element 115's nucleus would be properly amplified, the resulting large-scale gravitational effect would be a distortion of the surrounding space-time continuum that would, in effect, greatly shorten the distance and time traveled to a chartered destination. I don't know what the fuck that means.
All right, long story short is what that basically means is that, first, I don't know what the rest of that means, but long story short, he's trying to say that whatever it does, it shortens the fabric of time. That's how it travels, which actually kind of corroborates with Tom DeLonge, what he said his thing does with the red travel, whatever the fuck it was called, which is kind of the same concept, where it stops time and your thing travels while the time is stopped. Yeah. Well, that's kind of the same thing. It's taking the fabric of time. It's like if you were to take a piece of paper and then crumple it and then go. It basically makes it go faster because instead of traveling here to here, you crumpled the paper.
Yeah.
That's basically what they're trying to say.
Okay, and Lazar actually said he even said when he first got out there, he had no thought that these were alien craft.
Yeah,
like his first thought was, "Wow, I can't believe they're making this shit."
Yeah.
Can't believe this is how far. He said the craft even had little emblems on them for the United States flag.
Space Force.
Yeah, Space Force. Trump Force 1.
I have diabetes. Let me in.
Yeah. Okay. So Lazar also claims that he was given introductory briefings describing the historical involvement by extraterrestrial beings with this planet for the past
10,000 years.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what I had read.
Oh, because this says a fucking million.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, here.
Well, forever.
Here, I have an important question. It has
Since before we were around.
Because this has to do with the whole Greys thing and the whole alien thing in Area 51. And it's just like, it kind of all rolls together. And, I thought it was relevant. And since it's Area 51, you got Dolce, you got stuff like... So do you think that the scientists had access to space hookers?
Jesus.
I fucking hope so.
I'm talking about alien gray human mixes with big boobies.
I really thought you were going somewhere with that.
Yeah, I know. I really acted that one out.
So, according to Lazar, the beings originate from the Zeta Reticuli.
Okay.
So 1 and 2 star systems.
So we're going to retard territory here.
And they are therefore referred to as Zeta Reticulans, popularly called Greys.
Jesus Christ, man.
What, you don't believe that?
I have a hard time believing that stuff. Just because it sounds so sci-fi.
Well, it would be. I mean,
why can't we just
if they exist, they didn't fucking just come from Mars.
Yeah, but why are we calling Zeta Reticuli? Why don't we just call them fucking gray humans?
Because they came from Zeta Reticuli.
Yeah, well, Zeta Reticuli is fucking fake and dumb.
How do you know?
Because I just know. I know everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't even refute it.
What a bunch of dorks. Okay.
These guys are lucky I didn't steal their lunch money. Fucking idiots.
So now, if you watch his videos, he goes into a lot more depth of this shit. The whole gist for me is the motherfucker said aliens are real. We have some of their spacecraft, and we're flying them. That's all I care about. If you want to hear his specifics and his actual theory on these crafts, blah blah blah, yo, go fucking look them up. There's tons on fucking YouTube.
Here's what my opinion is I think we do definitely have a space force, and I think we've made contact with aliens, and I think we share technology. Okay, I actually believe that, but I don't think that we're like buddies with them. Like, I don't think that we walk into Area 51 offices like, same day, different shit. Am I right, Zimzar?
There's actually a name. I forget the name for the alien that supposedly hung out there with them. I forget what the fuck his name is. It wasn't Zimzar.
You know that Zeta Reticuli, he shotguns fucking Jaegers. Woo!
Well, I mean, that's not really what he's saying, though, that we're best friends or anything. It's just, yeah, we know each other. I mean, he's saying we fucking shot motherfuckers down, so I don't think we're friends with him.
This is getting into Dolce territory where I'm starting to be like, this is like pulled right out of fucking Star Trek. Now, I just don't think... my thing is that the truth is weird, but it's not exciting. That's what I think. I think the truth is that maybe there are aliens, and I just think it's just not as fucking cool as we want to fucking believe it is, and I don't think it's like Zeta Reticuli. So I feel like... and that's,
see how fucking create us.
And it's like, and it's just like, what the hell, man? I think it's if there is aliens, I bet you it's like a very simple, very straightforward relationship, and I think it's... it's like we just fuck on the side. We don't date.
Listen. I would think if we have relationships with aliens, I would think it would be just like having relationships with
dogs,
say like Russia or any other country. It's just their guns are bigger and better than ours. So
we have to be friends with them.
Yeah, so we have to be friends with them. We can't push them around like we can push around fucking,
Yeah,
these
the aliens are Russia. They're not fucking Iraq.
Yeah, we're like Morocco. Speaking of Morocco, hey, Rainbow Six Siege, the new operators are going to come out. Wow. And one's not called Nomad, one's called Cade. They're pretty cool. I'll talk about them later when we're not talking about aliens anymore.
So, I mean, you look up his videos. I mean, his story is mind blowing.
Let me put one.
And I love his fucking story. I love it.
I love it. It's great.
It is.
But let me just add this much. Listen, I would go as far as to say that we do have contact with aliens. I'm no like oh bullshit. We never did. Blah 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 blah. You know, I'm not a stick in the mud in that regard. But it's just like I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like some of the story.
That's me.
Some of the stories are too, I don't know, fantastical sometimes. It just seems so weird.
Yeah, but you know that whole that line, truth is stranger than fiction, normally.
I see. I believe in the opposite. I think truth can be weird, but not exciting. And that's what I think. I mean, maybe we do have fucking hang out with aliens, but it's just like I don't fucking know, man.
But their name's Bob, not Zimzar.
No, it's Zimzar. It's definitely Zimzar. I'd call him Zimzar, and he'd be like, "James, that's workplace racism."
I told you, my name's Bob.
My name is Bob. They call me Bob on Zeta Reticuli. And I'm going to be like, whatever you say, Zimzar. And he's like, if you keep this up, I will contact HR.
you know he sounded like Robin Williams when he used... Mork and Mindy, yeah. Yeah, did you ever watch that?
No.
Because you nailed it. Yeah, Mork and Mindy.
Shut up and do your paperwork.
But, dude, I love Lazar's story. I want to believe his story.
Hashtag alien lives matter.
Hashtag truth is out there.
And I hope his story's true. But like I said, as much as I like George Knapp and I listen to George Knapp, I don't know, man.
Can we talk
George,
about...
your circle of friends. I have no trust in your circle of friends. No trust. I have no trust in Bigelow. I have no trust in Tom DeLonge. You know, I have no trust in John Lear whatsoever.
Well, it's not that I don't like them per se as themselves. You know,
it's the first time you said per se too this episode.
You're fucking with me. I said per se.
No, I think that's the first time you said it.
I've said it before in other episodes.
Yeah, but it's the first time
that's your
you
thing.
said.
You say
yeah,
it
that's
like
your
almost
thing.
every episode.
Oh, okay.
It's the first time you said it this episode.
Okay, cool.
It's almost like you did it all for the nookie.
Whatever. So
you can take that cookie.
Yikes. Anyway, I'm sure they're cool people and all. Like, we're not shitting on them as people. We're shitting.
No. I'm not.
I'm sure they're all right people. It's just like it's hard to believe everything they say.
Yes.
There's a lot of shit that it's like a lot of things that they say that step on each other's toes.
Yeah.
Basically, they all have different stories. Somebody's probably telling the truth. The rest of you are full of shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that as far as even they know, they don't know they're full of shit.
Oh.
You know? And that's what I think because these guys are so passionate about it. I'll give them that. They're passionate. But you're passionate, but are you sure you got your facts straight? Are you sure? These guys are so confident that they got the facts straight that they don't sit back and think, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm fucking wrong. You know?
And
they never seem to test their own theory.
It's weird because I've been a fucking UFO junkie ever since I was fucking young.
Yeah.
It all started for me. I think I was like 10, and a neighbor I had. Matter of fact, the Russian that you bought that caravan off for the demo. Jimmy, the Russian. It started with him. He gave me the book, the Project Blue book. And, dude, I fucking must have read that a million fucking times, dude. And so, dude, I want to believe these people. I want to believe Nick Pope. I want to believe, what's the fucking crazy Canadian I like? He's all about the Grant Cameron.
Yeah.
I like the Grant Cameron. I want to believe Grant Canyon.
The Grand Canyon.
Yeah, I want to believe the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, but the Grand Canyon's a fucking hologram.
I want to believe the movie.
You trying to tell me that there's a hole that big in the earth? I fucking think not. The sea is fake too.
It's flat.
I want to believe the fucking movie.
Sandlot.
No, the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
That movie freaks me the fuck out.
I want to believe that's actually based off stories from what is it? Holgram Air Force Base.
Is third
That's
kind?
the rumor.
Is that the one where they played the piano?
Yeah. I want to believe that was fucking real.
That was such a creepy movie.
Dude, I remember watching that when I was a kid, and the whole
It still creeps me out to watch.
Yeah.
It still creeps me out. Imagining talking to like this hyper intelligent being that only talks through tones makes my butthole squeeze.
Yeah, dude, that ended a movie where the fucking aliens come out, man. That was like...
let's hold hands and go on the spaceship.
Yeah. I mean, I want to believe all that.
Okay, time to probe you. Fuck his ass, Zimzar.
I want to believe all
that.
Put
the space scoop in his ass, Zimzar. Yeah, chug.
I think the alien shit is fucking real.
What if aliens are just fucking with us and they're just party animals? And it's like if we went to another planet and there were fucking cavemen, do you think that we wouldn't go there and fuck with them and be like, we're fucking God, dude. We're fucking God, dude. You want a fucking power tool to make that fucking square rock?
Right. Any chance you're still listening, we're sorry, George Knapp.
So, I want to finish up. There's like a million things I missed. I want to finish up with Bob Lazar's life was basically ruined for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. But in the year 2000, Lazar started a company.
In the year 2000.
A Silverchair reference.
Yes.
Nice. In the year 2000, Lazar started a company called United Nuclear. It's an amateur scientific supply company, which he formerly operated out of New Mexico, and now he operates it out of Michigan. They sell a variety of materials, including radioactive ores, powerful magnets, scientific curiosities, like whatever the fuck that word is.
How the fuck do magnets even work?
Variety of lab chemicals. United Nuclear claims to have over 300,000 satisfied customers, including law enforcement agencies, schools, and amateur scientists, and government contracts.
Okay, now how does he get all this shit? How do you just go, hey, I want some radioactive ore?
Now, you're talking about a guy...
You just get it. You dig in the ground. It's like 2 feet under the
You're
ground.
talking about a guy supposedly with no...
Exactly.
MIT,
he's got nothing.
No MIT education, they say, and no Caltech education. But the guy basically built a collider in his fucking house. People just don't build colliders.
I could do it.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, I could. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
don't tell me I can't do
something. Still
something.
doesn't answer that. How does he get that shit to sell it to people? Like, I couldn't just be like, hey, I need some nuclear waste or nuclear ores.
Did you know I'm related to Nikolai Tesla?
Like,
he did say,
like you need some credentials to get that kind of shit.
Yes, and he did say.
So the government was fine with that. Probably it's like, hey, I'm gonna give you money. You give me this shit. Okay, you exist again.
He did say one time that he was able to smuggle out some element 115.
Baby. Oh.
And he was asked about it again years later. And he was asked, you said you smuggled some out. How much did you get out? And all he said was no comment.
And you know what? You know who else probably said that line and then also responded with that? John Podesta. How much did you smuggle? No comment.
So there are some things that happened to Lazar along the way that someone like Stanton Friedman really likes to throw in everyone's face. Oh, by the way, Lazar passed a polygraph on all this, which polygraphs basically a polygraph.
If you believe in what you're saying, you listen. I'm almost certain I could pass a polygraph because I can convince myself that something is true momentarily, and I've done it before. That's easy peasy, dude. Yeah. So, anyone can fucking do it.
He did plead guilty at one point to, I think this was around 1990 or 1991. He pled guilty to a felony
prostitution or something like that, right?
Felony pandering. When he installed a computer system for a local brothel.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that means he exchanged the deal for sex, which. Dude, he's human. I probably would have too, man. It's a fucking brothel, dude. You're running short in cash. You need some ass. Hey, I'll install your computer. I mean, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, and knowing him being in the UFO community, no pussy. No pussy at all.
Yeah.
Just like the rest of you. If you're listening in the UFO community, I know you don't get laid, buddy.
And then we know he declared bankruptcy. But hell,
kidding,
I fucking declared bankruptcy at one point in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's no fucking crime. That just means you fucked up.
Okay.
You know? And in 2006, with his company, United Nuclear, him and his wife, Joy, they were charged with violating the Federal Hazardous Substance Act for shipping restricted chemicals across state lines following a federal investigation that started in 2003. The charges stem from a 2003 raid on Lazar's business.
Why did they raid him?
Where the chemical sales were examined. The maximum penalty was 270 days in prison and a $15,000 fine.
Did he spend time in prison?
No.
Oh, okay.
Lazar claimed that he mistakenly concluded that he could legally sell the chemicals after finding incorrect information on the internet. He said it was a fucking mistake. They let him off. And then again in 2007...
Did you know technically Hillary Clinton did that?
Yeah. Yeah, technically.
I didn't know I could have illegal servers.
And in 2007, he was fined $7,500 for violating a law against selling chemicals and components used to make illegal fireworks. He pled guilty, paid the fine, blah, 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 whatever. But he gained attention in 2006 again from news reports that he sold small amounts of, I hope I'm saying this right because this is very important, polonium. It's a radioactive element which became popular because of its role used in fatally poisoning a former Soviet intelligent agent and whistleblower, Alexander Levitniko. That was a big deal. That guy, that Soviet lived over in England, and they killed him with this shit that Bob Lazar was selling. So that was kind of like, ooh, what the fuck, you know. But the bottom line is Bob Lazar did all this shit. He pissed on the government, said he got a job there. He pissed on the government, blew all the secrets, but yet he still subcontracts out to government agencies. And Bob Lazar, he was even asked about that, and he contributes that to the government being so compartmentalized. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
So, he's a weird dude. Weird fucking dude. And I want to believe his story. He's a weird dude. So that's, what, are you crying over there? What's your fucking problem? You don't like Bob Lazar, do you?
No, I think he's alright.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think everything he says is true. I think just like everybody else, I think he's half deep in the truth, half deep in the shit. So, I never believe anything everybody says, man. I feel like it's just like Tom DeLonge. I bet you half the shit Tom DeLonge's told us real. I bet you the rest of it's all fucking fake. And it's just like, it's all just a part of the fucking plan to make us confused. For all we know, Bob Lazar is a plant from the get-go. And it's all part of the fucking cycle. You never know. I'm just saying.
And Bob Lazar did say, he said it's a travesty that, from what he's seen out there at the S4 facility, like, first of all, he said, we don't even know what to do with the technology. Mm-hmm. We don't even know what to do with it.
I don't know, maybe go to space and go to different planets.
But the bottom line is he said that technology would be so beneficial to the human race, but we'll never know about it because it's militarized.
Yeah.
And they
haven't figured out how to...
It's black budgets.
And they also haven't figured haven't figured out how to make it cheaply to charge us tons of money for it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, we're gonna raise your taxes by another 30%. Okay, but hear me out. We're gonna give you these crazy space fucking planes. Okay? Yeah.
And it fucking.
You guys don't get to play. You don't get to play with them though.
You know, it really fucking blows because Because of the military-industrial complex.
I think since I pay taxes, I should be able to fly a jet.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Go on.
Smash it right into there.
If you believe like I do, it fucking blows because everything, even down to the weather now, is a weapon. Yeah. Like everything is a weapon.
And little did you know, guys, and let's talk about this. You're going to call me crazy. It's HAARP, right? HAARP.
Yeah. And there was stuff before HAARP, too. Like, I'm pretty sure if you look into it, I got to look into it. I breezed over some things. I'm pretty sure during Vietnam, the U.S. used weather manipulation over Vietnam. It's like, that far back. It's like...
Well, we even did that before. We had that controlled air hurricane that hit New York, and that's confirmed.
Yeah. And that's like the seed bombs. They've been bombing clouds forever. Yeah. That's what I don't understand about a place like California when there's a fucking drought or anything. If they really wanted to, I mean, couldn't they bomb the fucking clouds?
You know what's ironic about California? They made like a whole bunch of deforestation illegalized, but that's the whole reason why their fucking forests caught on fire.
Yeah.
Because they're not allowed to deforest there, and there's like an accumulation of dead fucking trees.
A side note for me, I've been wondering for a while, how the fuck is there any forest left over there anymore?
Yeah, I know.
After all these years.
That helps grow the forest as well.
Well, you know what it is too out there is I don't know much about it. I may be putting my foot in my mouth, but the little I do know, California, it's all about water out there and fresh water. Mm-hmm. And if you really look at all the streams, all the rivers out there in the state of California, they've all been manipulated and changed over the fucking years to divert water to the big cities or for this or for that. And they've actually taken streams out of places that would have had streams.
Yeah.
They've killed wetlands. They've killed places that necessarily, wouldn't have burned up like they're burning up now. But of course it's global warming's fault. No, why did you change the streams? Put the streams fucking back where they belong. I mean,
well, here's
this is a country you can't even fucking, you can't even catch fucking rainwater. It's against the fucking law.
You can't drink raw milk.
Water's not yours.
You can't drink raw milk either. There's nothing wrong with raw milk.
Yeah, but you can't. You can't because they want to give you all the fucking steroids that they put in it. That's why the girlies have bigger titties, dude.
And that's why guys have fucking estrogen problems.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's because of the fucking steroids.
Dude, I'm telling you, people who meet you, because I'm lucky. You see, I consider myself a big, stocky guy. I think, other than my voice, I have a masculine body.
Yeah.
Okay? But that's because my mom's fed me food from fucking scratch, bro. And
dude, I say it all the time with my kids. You see Jake?
Yeah.
Jake was the first kid. When we had him, dude, we followed all the rules. Gerber, steps, 1, 2, 3, 4. He had all that shit.
Yeah.
All that fucking shit. And look at him. Tony's
a big boy.
Tony went from the bottle to the fucking table. There was no Gerber foods. None of that shit.
Yeah.
He went right from there.
No, that's the same with me, man.
And look at Tony. Tony's built like me.
I had formula, but as soon as I could eat, I was eating food.
You're eating food.
I'm eating food.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, though. I want to make it clear that there's a correlation between preservatives and GMOs in food.
Yeah.
And the lower T levels of fucking men.
Yeah.
There is a fucking correlation.
Oh, I believe it.
Because the more GMOs and preservatives they started putting in shit.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, all of a sudden, fucking men have lower T levels and higher fucking estrogen levels. No wonder fucking guys have fucking gender identity issues nowadays.
Yeah.
Because when you have high estrogen levels, you feel like a woman.
Yeah.
And that's why these guys feel like ladies.
Well, and that goes to the milk, man. They were injecting for years. They were injecting all these.
They still do
the titty steroids into the mammary glands. Titties.
Well, and that's why it's true. And that's why it's true.
That
why
went right
women,
to the girls.
That's why it's true when you're going through puberty. Women, if you want big milkers, drink a lot of milk.
Drink a lot of fucking milk.
It's still the case. They still put the steroids in the shit.
But now another fucked up story. I'll tell you about milk. Since we're talking about milk, somehow we went from fucking aliens to milk. I helped Dad one time. We did a job up there, up past where Pap lived. It was the farm up there. The farm. They had the cow.
Field.
Yeah. Okay, so we rewired their farmhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, that guy told us the story because he used to be a Lehigh Valley Dairy approved farm. So any milk, Lehigh Valley bought the milk off of him. He lost it. The year he lost his contract is the year we rewired the farmhouse. And he said he was losing his contract. And he said, yeah, Lehigh Valley's doing away with all that. And he said, what you don't know is, well, I guess Lehigh Valley's just in our area. So I don't think it's across the state or the country.
Yeah.
But Lehigh Valley Dairy's in our area, in Pennsylvania here. He said, what you don't know is they got rid of all those farmers. They don't need their milk anymore.
It's powdered milk.
It's fucking powdered milk that comes over by the boatload.
So is the
boatload from Australia.
So is our local store that we shop at, Weiss's milk.
Yeah, it's all fucking powdered, dude. It's all powdered milk.
Yep.
He said that the Australians ship it over here in like fucking tankers, man. Mm-hmm. And all these motherfuckers do is they take it to their fucking plants, add a little fucking water to it, and boof, there's your fucking milk, dude.
Yeah.
So we're all drinking powdered fucking milk.
Yeah. I think you have to buy organic milk. You have to buy Horizon and there's other ones. Fairlife.
Yeah.
Fairlife is real milk. But then you're paying.
Oh,
you're paying mucho money.
Big bucks for it.
Yeah.
You go down to ShopRite, man. Go to their fucking organic section down there for like a fucking and you can get the milk still in the glass jar. Mm-hmm. It comes in the old style glass jar. Dude, it's like fucking $5 or $6, man, for one of those glass jars.
No.
And when I was younger, out in Palmerton, I don't know if you might be familiar with it. There used to be a dairy out there. I don't know if it's still there. It was called Hans Dairy.
Maybe. I've heard of that.
Yeah, Hans Dairy. My mom used.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my mom used to get milk there. All the best fucking chocolate milk you ever fucking had. Yeah, and you actually got it in the glass containers, and you had to return your fucking containers, or you get charged more the next time. But that was real milk, and I'll tell you what a fucking difference.
Yeah.
Technically,
it's like I said. Technically, you can drink raw milk. You just have to skim the shit off the top. Yeah. And as soon as you skim the shit off the top, the raw milk's perfectly good. Yeah. They just don't want you to drink it because then you stop buying from you stop becoming dependent on the consumerism.
Yep.
And it's just such shit, man.
And maybe this is why the aliens fucking mutilated cattle.
It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan.
It all comes back.
Hey, we need you guys to fuck up the cows because we're not using their milk anyway.
We want to have these like powder factories where we make men into women.
Yeah,
it's a long story.
I want to do an episode on cattle mutilations too.
Sure.
It's got to be better than this though. I'm disappointed with this performance here.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, totally.
I'm sorry that I underperformed. I guess.
Dude, listen. There's just so much information.
I guess I suck, huh? Why don't you just tell me I suck?
Will you shut the fuck up? There's so much information I missed, but we try to keep it in a certain time frame. Yeah. So I kind of just blew through the shit.
I mean, if you want to go 3 hours, you can go 3 hours.
Listen, if you're into the fucking topic, I highly recommend anyone to get into it and make your own fucking judgment.
Yeah, and if a bunch of you want to hear more, let us know. We'll do another episode.
Fuck yeah. We'll gotta comment.
Yeah, we'll go deeper. If you want names, dates, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Unless it's on John Lear. I can't find shit on that guy.
Deeper.
But,
that was coming.
Yeah. But for me, like I said a million times, I want to believe Bob Lazar, and I do believe Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar, I'll give you.
I'm going to say I believe him.
I'll give you this. He sounds the most convincing out of all of them.
Yeah.
But that just scares me more.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Because that's what they want me to believe.
Well, it's like with Tom DeLonge. I believe what Bob Lazar is saying. I believe what he's saying.
To the stars is in debt.
I believe Bob Lazar believes what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't necessarily mean it's true.
I believe the basics of it, but there also becomes a point where people are asking you questions and questions and questions, and you don't have answers, so you just make shit up.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but listen, this guy's story.
I think he was there. I think he worked on all this shit and all that, but I don't think he has all the answers that he says he has. Because they wouldn't let him have all the answers.
Well, no,
and if he didn't give any answers, he becomes uncredible, so he has to just say something. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't... But I will say, listen, after him coming out like that, that's when the Area 51 that we know from a young age, that's when it happened. It's because of him. I mean, the extraterrestrial highway was named basically because of him. Yeah. All the fucking diners up there popped up because of him. People go to the border of Area 51 at all the signs and get their pictures taken, and they look at the camo dudes. That's because of Bob Lazar. I mean, it's... That guy created so much, and he created so many. I mean, you could look so much money for so many other people.
I was about to say you could look at it that way, though. He made money. For
he was just a plug.
Everybody.
He was just a plug.
I mean, he made people want to come to that area. He made money for. He just made money for a fuck ton of people.
Plug walk. I don't even know how to fuck my plug talk.
And there is a. Son of a bitch, I was at the website and everything. Hold on. I got it. There's one more thing I got to say about this because it was amazing.
Any female listeners out there that don't have a boyfriend, please contact me on my Twitter and DM me pictures of your boobs.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm lonely.
He's lonely and they need something to fill the space while you were...
Listen, I really need a girlfriend right now, and it's getting rough.
Yeah, because he thought he had one, but she's a lesbian. So.
Anyway. Okay, here it is. This is really cool. This is what Bob Lazar did for fucking Nevada. You can go to www.aliencathouse.com. And they actually
It sounds like a fucking whorehouse.
It is. They have a brothel. They have a brothel out there, man. And it's all alien based. And you can have sex with the cosmic kitten of the month.
Is there a chick with 3 tits?
Look at the featured cosmic kitten. Yeah. Oh yeah, you like that?
I fucking hate it.
Featured cosmic kittens.
I hate it.
Look at Madam Lena Hayes.
I hate it.
Look at Alex Harper. Oh my god. And Lydia. No, I ain't fucking her. Brooklyn Moore, Holly.
Uh-oh.
Stop playing with the fucking wires, dude.
I heard static, so I was trying to fix it.
And they got look at they have so many whores. We can call them whores because that's what they are. But it is set for that one.
Where?
Let me see that one.
That's gross.
Put it closer to my face.
Is there one?
That's gross.
I'd hit it.
Is there one with 3 tits though?
No, there's none with 3 tits. But they're called cosmic kittens.
So just in case you want to go somewhere stupid,
it's called the Alien Cat House. Oh, we can look at today's lineup.
Listen, everybody, fucking strip clubs are dumb. If you
this ain't a strip club; it's a fuck club.
Okay, so you get to fuck them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Today's lineup. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh Jesus.
George Knapp, please stay.
Holy shit, man.
Have you been there, George Knapp?
Oh Christ.
Oh my god. George, have you ever been to the fucking Alien Cat House?
I hope George Knapp has a good sense of humor, dude. Because if you ever listens to
holy
this...
shit, they got live streams, George. They got all cosmic kittens. They're called cosmic kittens. Dude, look at the little fucking... The website. It sees like aliens fighting in a battle and shit. Yeah.
Well, they have to cut their tits off.
I will say, though, they could have did better with the Cosmic Kitten of the Month. Sorry, guys. She looks kind of fat.
Let me see who it is.
Oh, James is all about it.
She looks kind of beefy, dude.
No, that's alright.
She looks like she ate the fucking
I'd
alien.
fuck that.
Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck?
Oh,
Nothing wrong with a little bit of chunky AF.
her name is
Don't you like chunky AF?
Courtney Chase.
Hell yeah.
I'm liking Charlotte there.
I think you just like the unrealistic representation of women, and I think you're a misogynist.
Look it.
Ooh, I like that.
So George, that's www.aliencathouse.com. I would like you.
Let us know how it is.
Yeah, do one of your famous eye reports on it, man. I'm there.
Straight out of the Cosmic Kitten House.
Yeah. If you need some extra dough,
like my dick traveling through a vagina.
If you need some extra dough to test out all the Cosmic Kittens, just open a Patreon. I'll donate, dude. I'll donate. Okay, because I'm curious. You know, I'm curious. I'm alien curious. I'm Cosmic Kitten curious.
Cosmic Kitten curious.
Well, fucking. What the fuck was I gonna talk about? I lost track.
Boner soup.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I really need a girlfriend really fucking bad. Oh my god. Like I'm so lonely.
Yeah, so George, come get this poor motherfucker and take him to the alien fucking cat house.
No, I don't need a fucking whore.
We'll get you a Patreon.
I don't need a whore. I need a fuck. I need somebody to love me.
No, you don't.
I need somebody to love me. Nobody loves me.
Not worth it, man.
You listen. To get that out of your system, you need just to find yourself.
I can jack off.
Listen,
I can jack off. My hand can't fucking hug me and tell me I'm a good person.
No,
my hand.
You just gotta. Yeah.
One of these.
That doesn't work because I know I'm lying to myself.
One of these alien cat house bitches, they'll love you.
No, they fucking won't. They'll love my fucking money.
Is there any prices on that website?
Oh, dude, I just signed out, bro.
Oh, damn it.
You signed out?
No, I didn't sign out.
I totally don't have.
Yeah. I didn't sign out. I closed up my shit.
Account.
It's www.aliencathouse.com.
Listen, okay, let me fucking finish. Anyway, I really need a girlfriend, and I'm so lonely. You know, fuck this whorehouse shit. I'll be so dedicated. I'll lick your feet. I'll be your fucking slave, please, God.
And George,
only if you're single too. I don't fuck with taking women. I'm not that guy.
Whose fucking idea was to put these guitars back here?
You're gonna knock it down. It's kind of crooked now.
It's fucking junk anyway.
It doesn't look like junk.
It's fucking shit.
I mean, the neck looks like junk
wood.
Dude,
can I ask George something real quick?
Go ahead.
George,
I need a girlfriend.
George, can listen, if you go to the Alien Cat House, that's www.aliencathouse.com. If you go there, dude, throw in a good word, man. We'll do advertisement. I'll say that every week. I mean,
we'll do a podcast there.
Listen,
can you be like, hey, just let all your customers know, drinkintheory.com.
Yeah, drinkintheory.com. We will be glad.
Can you just retweet our episode post?
We will be glad to advertise for the Alien Cat House. Dude, every week, man. Hey, I'll even make personalized I'll make personalized ads. You know? I'll go that far.
Okay.
I mean, Skype with some of these.
How about this? Me and you.
Whores?
Oh, actually, all three of us, we go on a fucking road trip to Nevada. Go to the fucking Cosmic
I'm out of vacation, bro.
Fucking the Alien Cat House.
Are they gonna notice that we're gone?
Is also one of Dennis Hoff's.
Yeah. It's one of Dennis Hoff's brilliant babies.
You think they'll notice that we're gone?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that. No.
Nothing will get done.
Yeah.
There'll be no planes.
There'll be no planes in the air. It'll be like 9/11.
Dude, okay, so next time you have vacation. We'll go to Nevada. We'll go. No, I'm plane. We'll drive there since you're afraid of planes. Sorry,
That's a long way to drive for pussy.
Did I put you? No, we're not going there for pussy. We're just going to do a live show there.
No, I want it. Hey, do you think you could just contact these fucking people and say, hey, you want to fucking advertise on our fucking website? I would have no problem advertising the Alien.
Fuck no.
The Alien Cat House.
We have adult content anyway. Like, put us on Pornhub already.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like someone we can contact. Listen, do you want to advertise? What kind of deal can we?
Yeah, we'll put a fucking like a clickbait ad. Like, doctors hate this guy. His cock got 10 inches bigger.
What the fuck?
Oh, you know what kind of ads he's talking about.
You clicked on one, didn't you? You ever click on one of those ads?
No.
One told me to give my credit card and social security number, and I did, and my dick didn't get bigger.
I don't know. I can't find nothing about.
And now all my money's gone. Then my bank called and said, "Did you just pull out $10,000 out of your bank account and buy?"
You ain't got that much.
And I said, "Yeah, don't worry about it." No, sir, you don't seem to understand because you only had $200 in your bank account.
Oh,
no, you're good. Pull it out.
I keep forgetting stuff. You know who Edgar Mitchell is?
Yeah.
Edgar Mitchell, for those of you who don't know, he was the lunar pilot for Apollo 14 for the fake moon landing. He was actually the 6th fake person to walk on the moon, as per NASA. And he's also a ufologist now. And he believes Bob Lazar. Yeah.
I don't believe in anybody from NASA.
That's my last little tidbits on fucking Bob Lazar. Area 51, S4, Dreamland, Suckland,
NASA, never a straight answer, baby.
And the Alien fucking Cat House. www.aliencathouse.com. You guys can just send a check to me for that free advertisement, or send some bitches. I don't know. Jimmy needs some alien poo-tang.
Just don't dress up as an alien. If some bitch comes in like an alien gray outfit.
Yeah, she fucking probes your ass. Yeah, makes you come through your prostate.
I don't want a prostitute. I want somebody to love me, please God. I want somebody to tell me.
Listen, she'll love you for about an hour, bro.
No, that's not how that works.
Yes, trust me, it is.
No!
You're better off with that. I'm telling you.
I want to be loved.
You want to be loved, you're going to get crushed, buddy. That's how the fuck it works.
Dude, she'll love your cock for as long as you'll pay for it.
No, she won't. She'll love my money. She'll probably fucking get off of fucking me and then go to her friends and be like, "Ha, his cock was so small. Haha, it was only 10 inches. I'm used to 24.
Do you think they talk? Do you think they talk like that? Like, oh my god, I sucked 5 dicks today. The last one I sucked was so
like kind of like how we have to make rate at the plane factory.
It was like a fucking micro penis.
I swear to God, I threw 300 dicks in my ass.
dude, there you go. These 100% legal and licensed working girls offer an array of intimate services, including girlfriend experience.
There you go. Take your girlfriend.
I don't want a girlfriend for an hour. I want a girlfriend for the rest of my life. I want to die with somebody holding my hand in my deathbed and telling me I miss you, honey.
And I know someone who would do that with you.
Who? Fuck you. I'm not paying someone to hold my hand on my deathbed. Never mind. Psych.
That's fucking sweet.
I don't want that one to hold my hand.
Just fucking flip that over on his belly and
wow.
Treat that fucking thing like a farm animal.
Flipping it on its belly or its back, there's no difference.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I'm a dick. I'm sorry. If they ever listen to this, I'm sorry. I was just joking.
They don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Still.
God. What the fuck is wrong with you? And no one's told me how to use Fruity Loops yet. So.
Did you know I already know how to use Fruity Loops?
Yeah, did you become an expert?
I did, actually. I did. Yeah.
Did you send me beats?
No, I'm gonna have you listen to some today.
You're making that up. You just made that the fuck up.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you fucking did.
No, I didn't.
Like my worthless kid up there.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
What? They're just like me. They're all about themselves. What the fuck?
Anyway, as I was going to say, I spent arduous amounts of time practicing in Fruity Loops, and I made a couple beats. Only a couple, dude, because, it was hard, but I made a couple beats.
You're fucking lying. You're lying right to my face.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not. I think you're just having a hard time coping with the fact that I learn faster than you, and I have a bigger brain.
No, you didn't do it.
You're just mad because your brain is smooth, and mine's brain.
You didn't do it.
Break them out right now. Your laptop's right down there.
You didn't do it. You didn't do it.
Let the audience hear this shit.
You didn't do it. He didn't fucking do it. I don't care what the fucking... How far do you want to go with this? Did we mention Limp Bizkit?
Yes.
Yeah, we did it all for the Nookie.
Yeah, I said break some stuff.
Yeah. Okay, we got him. Fred Durst, we got you, bro.
Yeah, good luck on that new album.
Yeah, I was just going to say, good luck on that new fucking piece of shit album.
Jesus Christ, don't be so mean. His house just burned down.
Fuck him.
Don't worry, he went and moved into his next one.
Did Alyssa Milano's house burn down yet?
Don't
I
think
did it
so.
all for the
Hey,
Nookie.
did you see James Woods the other day, the picture he fucking posted on Twitter?
I haven't seen it, actually.
Dude, he got caught.
That?
He got caught in Pennsylvania.
What?
He was caught in one of our interstates. He was coming. He's driving from fucking.
Was it the one with the camel on it? Did you see that?
No. That wasn't him. That was the guy from Storage Wars who was trying to get his fucking car. He was trying to tow his car with a fucking camel.
You didn't see that?
That's the Poconos, baby.
During the snowstorm, there was a guy from Storage Wars. He was moving a camel in a trailer.
No,
and he got stuck.
Yeah, and
he took it out, and there's just a camel standing on the highway.
But he didn't just take the camel out. He tried towing his truck with the fucking camel.
What an idiot! What an idiot!
I can't believe you haven't seen any of that.
That show was so
I've seen a bunch of memes of it already. It was like, it's wintertime when the 309 camel's out.
All right, so my computer's out of batteries.
But no,
what the fuck?
But no, really, James Woods. He was driving through Pennsylvania.
Actually, I haven't
with a Porsche.
I haven't seen none of his shit on Twitter in a while.
Yeah, well, he hasn't been posting because, like I said, he's driving from Jersey all the way to California.
Well, here, I posted one of my tracks on YouTube.
I bet.
No, you didn't, dude. You fucking didn't.
Oh, wow.
You can't play that.
This is an advertisement.
Yeah, and we're not getting paid for it.
Somehow he can play that. That's right, free.
Will you stop? Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're why I drink.
Somehow I doubt Fruity Loops could even make that.
Incorrect. You can make very orchestrative tunes on it.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can.
This is why this is mine.
You're not supposed to
this
agree
is mine.
with him.
This was my. This is mine and not Beethoven the Fifth. Yeah, I really like this part. I spent a lot of time with this part. I was like, do I want to make a spiraling down or spiraling up? But then it was like, do I want like good positive tones or negative tones? And I wanted it to be somewhat melancholy.
See, all I had to type in on Google was 309, and 309 Camel came up.
But yeah, I wanted a melancholy tune. Like right now, it seems kind of whimsical. But then it'll explode. Ah,
yeah.
You hear that?
Forget about this fucking retard and look at my phone.
Happy? Happy? Then it's gonna start coming down soon. See that? Very melancholy. You have your undertones, then you have your positive tones. It's very, very bright. Very dark, menacing. Anyway, yeah, so that took me like 2 minutes on the Fruity Loops.
So in case anyone hasn't figured out, James is full of shit all the time. Every day.
Listen, I know it's hard.
He's the Jim Lear.
I honestly,
also, in case anyone wondering, James just knocked my mic stand all over the place.
I'm just gonna make this point here. I'm a very talented man. I'm very smart. And you know what? Sometimes people have a hard time coping with it. Sometimes people have a hard time coping with it because you know what? It's hard being the best. When you're the best, they want to fucking bring you down because they're not the best.
Are you the best? Like no one ever was.
Fucking yeah, man! Yeah. Like Digimons.
Did you catch them? Was that your real test? Training them was your cause?
Can I have some candy?
No, you can't. Fuck
off. Whatever you say, Fruity Loops noob. Fucking fruity amateur, am I right?
Sadly, no one could just see
Jake... Oh, my mic stinks.
That Jake just climbed on top of his chair, put his ass into the mic for that.
How did it sound?
Oh, God!
Sounded
epic. I know what it fucking smells like, bro.
How did it sound?
It sounded like you shit your pants, honestly.
Well, it felt like it.
All right, so George Knapp is definitely fucking gone at this point.
Whoa.
George Knapp, if you made it this far, the secret code is XY912131259 XYZ. Again, if you're really George Knapp, you know what that means.
Okay. What the fuck did this podcast?
This was a test. This was a test. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Simulation over. Wake up.
You're fucking gay, dude.
He's gay? He's not the one that's climbed on top of his fucking chair to shit into his mic.
Yeah, little did you know that Jake literally shoved his mic into his asshole. He actually pulled the pop filter down and then put it in his ass. And because his mouth was so far away from the mic, you didn't hear him go, ooh, yeah, oh, yeah.
I can't wait to hear that on playback.
I heard it. It was clear as day. It's almost like you put your ass up to your mic and farted on it.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
I did. Want some chocolate-covered pretzels?
No, get it out of my fucking face. So, I guess, is that it for the podcast? Or you got more shit to cover? Alright, so now that we're done with the mediocrity.
No, sucked.
Yeah, now that we're done with the mediocrity, let's talk about cool things. No, I'm kidding. I was actually, I kind of liked it. It was good. It was, again, very generally informative, but...
There's no information there whatsoever.
What do you mean? It was generally informative.
I dropped the ball.
It was generally informative.
I let George down.
It was generally informative, and what that means to me means that, no, you're not going to get, like, the detailed down to the fucking granules of sand of information. No. But you are going to get the overview, the important stuff, the key shit. No. You're just being a dummy. Yeah, take that. Anyway, so, hey, did you see the trailers for the new Rainbow Six Siege Operators?
No, didn't.
Okay. No, it's Nomad and Cade. Okay. So,
yeah, I seen what they were called.
Yeah, but Nomad, okay, she shoots these grenade launcher things. She has an AK-74. It has a 41 round clip, or it has a 40 round clip plus one in the chamber. She has the grenade launcher that pushes people. Okay, what it does is if you shoot it at someone, it actually moves. Like, you played Outbreak, right?
Yeah.
You remember when the big guy hits you and it pushes you back?
Yeah.
They used that effect. They literally took that effect from Outbreak.
Yeah.
What?
They literally took that effect from Outbreak. And then they applied it to her weapon so that, like, when she shoots it in your general area, it explodes kind of almost like Zophia's grenade launcher, except for it pushes you in the direction like if it shoot it to like my right, I'd blow that way. And then you could also choose to set it as a trap. And if you set it as a trap, once you hold on, I have to be ready for the picture. Anyway, yeah, so fucking, you can set it as a trap so that when somebody, kind of like a Gersmont line from Ella, where when you go by it, it explodes and it pushes you back. And if you're by a soft wall, when it explodes, it actually pushes you through the soft wall and completely demolishes it. Yeah, she's gonna be OP as fuck, and then she's doomed.
Does it disorient the person?
No, it just pushes them, and then it stuns. Basically, it makes you, because you have to go through the getting up animation. It makes you basically useless for.
Okay.
It makes you useless for about between the pushback animation and then you having to get up. 3 seconds, I'd say, around 3 seconds. 3 seconds of vulnerability. So basically,
so you're dead 3 times over.
Because engagements take like a second in that game. So if a Nomad is with you and you're like an attacker, like let's say you're playing Ash, and then you know somebody's on the other side, you could just be like, okay, have the Ash start running that way, boom, push the guy, and then have the Ash run in and kill him while he's in the get up animation. So it's going to be dumb. It's going to need to get nerfed. I was watching the trailer, and it's a really cool concept, but my first thought was, this is doomed for nerf. This is already doomed for nerf. She's going to get banned every round in Pro League. Every round she's going to get banned. So, because it literally takes anchors and then makes them basically free food for the attackers. So, and then Cade was a really good idea. He's very meta, very balanced. He's like Bandit, but he can't Bandit trick in his things. He can throw them kind of like Elemines. And they can electrify 2 walls at once because it has like a surface area. It like charges, and then once it's fully charged, it electrifies the walls. So you can throw one like in the middle of 2 walls and it'll electrify 2 walls. It's kind of like a mute thing, and you can actually electrify up to like if you have a bunch of barbed wire and then a deployable shield, you can actually put it on the deployable shield and it'll electrify everything as long as it's within its area. But it's not OP. It's easily taken out by a bunch of different things. Like you can shoot it with a grenade launcher. You can use an EMP to destroy it. So it's not OP. In fact, Cade's going to be really meta, and he's going to be like very balanced right out the gate. Watching his gameplay stuff, my only complaint is that between their 2 kits, the two new characters' kits, is that their main weapons aren't an issue. The defender gets a slug semi-automatic shotgun, which is literally just a DMR, essentially. It literally functions just like a DMR. So it's like a Defender DMR. Has 10 shots, like a lot of the DMRs in the game, and it's like a 2-shot kill. Body, and it's 1-shot headshot, just like everything else. And then he has an AUG A3 SMG. But those 2 things are balanced. It's fine. You know, you only have 10 shots with a slug shotgun. It's not like you're going to be destroying people with it left and right. And the SMG's an SMG. The problem is their pistol. They have a pistol that comes with a fucking scope on it. It works like an ACOG. It's a 2.5. It's a 44 Magnum. It's a mag-loaded 44 Magnum, and it has a fucking scope on it that works like an ACOG. It doesn't look like an ACOG, but it has it's basically an ACOG on crack. So basically, it has no surface area. You have full view, basically, and the only thing about the scope is a very thin black ring around it.
So red dot that works like an ACOG.
Yeah, basically, except for there's a bit of a crosshair in the middle, and you can kill someone in like 2 shots from really far away. That thing is gonna get nerfed instantly because I can already see people because I think it's got like 6 shots, 7 shots in it or something like that. And it doesn't really have that much recoil.
Get an ace without even having to reload.
Yep. I was watching someone in the test servers at the Pro League Finals because a lot of the content creators went there to play the new characters. I was watching a guy on Bank, Archives. Bank. He was holding from Archives all the way in the most, the one right window in Archives.
Yeah. Okay.
Facing the square stairs. He was on the farthest archive like middle thing. And he was holding angle all the way to those server stairs. And he was literally just push, killing people coming up these stairs. Just holding an angle with a fucking pistol. With a scope on it. It's going to get nerfed. It's going to get like it has like no recoil. It's going to get a recoil nerf. And basically they're going to make it, as if they're smart, they're going to nerf the fuck out of it. So. Yeah, I'm sorry I went into depth.
I've been playing Spyro.
I can't play any other games anymore. Siege has polluted my life. But yeah, sorry. I just wanted to tell everybody about the new operators too, because I talked about Pro League. If you guys don't watch Pro League, at least, if any of you play video games, the new operators look kind of cool, except for Nomad. Nomad looks annoying and will make me angry. I can already see myself getting mad about me getting pushed through a fucking wall and then killed in my get up in animation, being like, well, this bitch is broken. I already see it happening.
So yeah, that was the Bob Lazar episode.
I thought it was a good episode.
I thought it sucked. Did you hear there's going to be another Woodstock next year?
Yeah.
PSYOP. To PSYOP.
Okay.
You know what? Don't have a chip on your shoulder because your topic stunk. I'm kidding. It was actually really good. I actually liked the topic. I thought it was good. I thought it was.
That was one of our more informative episodes in a while.
Yeah, less jokes, more information.
Oh, there you go, dude.
Except for towards the end, I definitely got more jokey here.
This is for you. Jack Daniels releases whiskey-infused coffee.
No way.
Yeah, it's for your morning boost.
That's fucking awesome. That way I can be caffeinated and drunk. Now I don't need to buy those Dunkin' Donut coffees that have chunks in them.
Wait. Everyone needs to shut up.
The whole city. Free man. Big brother, man. Fly high. Free man. Shout out to every female that gave me a chance, you feel me? I probably fucked it up. But hell, it is what it is.
Why don't you just plug in your phone?
You feel me? Fuck them niggas. I don't never worry about them niggas. Like, we ain't worrying about that. And it's like the first time I ever commented on some shit that niggas had. There was just so many of y'all.
This is the guy with the big neck. He was released from jail.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the big neck dude.
Yeah.
The guy from Dragon Ball Z. G-Ren?
I will. They know I will take them. Take them there. Do it. Free channels, man. Free channels, man. They went to the Fed.
Why is his neck so big? Did he explain it in the video?
Apparently, it makes him not be able to fucking talk right, too.
Yeah, man, I got a big neck. I got a big neck. Yeah.
Dude, look at him.
Jesus Christ. He's like a walking thumb. Yo, man, when I have to turn to look at someone, I have to move my entire upper body.
That video was called "Neck Guy Finally Responds."
Interesting.
What else are you gonna call it?
I'd look up porn on my computer, but it's out of batteries.
I'm, you know.
What? What are you doing?
Oh, that's a real song.
Yeah.
Ah, we're done.
That's a good song.
We're fucked up. We fucked up.
What you want? What you want? What you want?
Oh, do we want to talk about how Bill Maher's a piece of shit? Or
What'd he do this time?
well, he said people shouldn't have been mourning Stan Lee's death. That adults need to grow up and stop caring about comic books. Basically.
Jesus fucking Christ, man! That just because
Hey,
you don't.
hey, Bill Maher, you need to stop fucking underage girls, you fucking piece of shit.
Like, even if you don't read comics anymore, like, what if you read comics as a kid and you really respected Stan Lee and his art, or, you know?
You need to grow up. You need to grow up and be an adult and fuck underage girls like I do. He's a fucking pedophile. Fuck him.
I can't believe Stan Lee died. My favorite DC artist, Stan Lee.
He also said, I don't think it's a huge stretch to suggest that Donald Trump could only get elected in a country that thinks comic books are important.
Hey, Bill Maher, fuck you. Fuck you, Bill Maher.
I'd pay money to get in a fight with Bill Maher. Like, can
Dude, I could fucking wipe him up like fucking shit from my ass.
No, I have to get him first. He's mine.
That fucking homo piece of shit.
Anyway, so, like, Bill Maher, you want to get in the boxing ring with me, buddy? Let's fight, fair and square. Fisticuffs, baby. No below the belt, no behind the head.
Bill Maher is such a fucking flatulent. Okay.
This was what he officially said. The guy who created Spider-Man and the Hulk has died, and America is in mourning. Deep, deep mourning for a man who inspired millions to, I don't know, watch a movie, I guess. Dude. I'm so incredibly grateful I lived in a world that included Stan Lee. Personally, I'm grateful I lived in a world that included oxygen and trees, but to each their own. And
underage girls. Bill Maher. You fuck underage girls.
Bill Maher's an asshole. Can we not, like, even if you did grow up and don't read comics anymore, what if you just respect Stan Lee? Because when you were a kid growing up, you liked Marvel comics. You know?
He said, 20 years ago, something happened. Adults decided they didn't have to give up kid stuff, and so they pretended comic books were actually sophisticated literature. And because America has over 4,500 colleges, which means we need more professors than we have smart people, some dumb people got to be professors by writing these with titles like I don't know, he's talking about comic books that I can't pronounce. And then the adults were forced to do grown-up things like buy car insurance. They call it adulting and act like it's a giant struggle.
What the fuck is Bill Maher's problem?
Yeah, he went off for a while.
What the fuck is Bill Maher's problem?
He's a fucking piece of shit.
But that's completely uncalled for. So what? It's people's fucking hobby, you fucking talk show schmuck.
And my favorite part is the fact that, he had to talk shit about staying late for all this, and they still had to throw in that Trump zinger in there about...
Yeah. What did it have to fucking do with anything?
Yeah, what the fuck did Trump even have to do with... whatever.
Bill Maher, you're a fucking dickhead. Dude, you know what's ironic? You know what's fucking ironic is that you know what fucking little kids do and freak the fuck out about? They freak out about what other fucking kids do because they don't like it. Like fucking bullies in school, you fucking schmuck piece of shit. You're lucky I don't fucking put your head in the ground and fucking stomp on it, you stupid fuck. Because hold on, I'm not done being angry. I'm allowed to fucking like whatever I want. As long as it's not fucking illegal, it's none of your fucking business, you fucking liberal cuck. And you're lucky I don't fucking beat your fucking face in. I hope you listen to this.
The funniest part about it is, in 2013, he appeared as himself in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, maybe he needs
You fucking hypocrite. You're just like all the rest.
I think he needs
fucking teenage fucker.
I think he needs to appear as himself in his suicide video.
You know what? I will give Bill Maher credit, though. At least the underage kids he fucking fucks are females. They're the opposite sex. I can't say that I know he fucked a little boy, which he could have. I don't know, but he's a piece of shit. And I'll do one better. I'll treat everyone like how they treat me because I'm a Trump supporter. If you're a Bill Maher supporter, you're a fucking rapist and a piece of shit.
Hey. Listen. Bill Maher in your gated fucking community in what? Where does he live? Does he live in Hollywood? Is he a Hollywood guy?
Probably.
Jake, is he a Hollywood guy?
I guess. I don't know.
Find out where he lives.
There's this tweet that says, Bill Maher disrespected Stan Lee. Wow, this totally changes my previously high opinion of that smug, Islamophobic, racist, misogynistic attention whore.
Well, the thing is like, Bill Maher, you probably live in a fucking gated community. You probably live your protected little fucking rich boy life, okay?
Well, he has to, the fucking underage girls.
Okay, listen, if you fucking stepped up to someone in the working world, someone who liked fucking, like, adult world amongst fucking common people, like the rest of the fucking world, and you came up to somebody who had an interest in fucking, I don't know, comic books or video games, what the fuck ever, and you fucking came up to them and you're like, yeah, well, I fucking grew up, you're doing that, you'd probably get fucking your teeth knocked out, you stupid fuck. So keep living in your gated fucking community. You're lucky you're not around for me to smack you upside the head, you fucking gray-haired talk show fucking fuck.
The big problem for him is, in 25 years, 50 years, 100 years, people are still going to remember Stan Lee.
Yeah, Bill Maher.
They ain't gonna fucking remember Bill Maher.
Yeah, people are gonna fucking forget your stupid show. You're gonna be an off reference in a fucking
Family
trivia
Guy episode.
You're gonna be in fucking what the fuck's it called? I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember what the trivia show is called. What's it called again? With Trebek? Jeopardy. Yeah, you're gonna be a fucking trivia question in Jeopardy one day. That's where your fame's bringing you, you fucking gray-haired, stupid, fucking Muppet-looking fuck. I don't even like Stan Lee that much. I just hate that you're trying to tell people that they shouldn't fucking like things. What fucking gives you the right? Well, you know what, Bill Maher? You're not allowed to like fucking drinking expensive wine and fucking underage girls anymore, because I said so, okay?
Fucking got that, Bill Maher?
I said so. So you should fucking feel bad about it.
I will literally fuck you in the face!
I'm pretty sure that's 2 weeks in a row we've had has Full Metal Jacket reference.
No, that's Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Never mind.
No, where the fuck does Bill Maher get the fuck off, dude? I don't fucking care.
He gets off in 16-year-old girls.
Dude, I don't care. If you don't like comic books, then fine, but what gives you the right to fuck with people's interests, man? I want to see the inside of fucking Bill Maher's house. Because I want to make
a bunch of little girls there.
I want to see everything he collects or likes. And I'd be like, what? You like that? You like that? How about you fucking grow up, Bill Maher? You collect Playboy magazines? Fuck you, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck's wrong with you? How about you grow up?
Yeah. Yeah, grow up.
In case anybody is interested, you should really just go on Twitter and like look it up because Marvel fans ripped him the fuck apart.
Good. And I don't even like the comic book shit. I'm so over
Yeah,
it.
I don't fucking like comic books. I've never liked
I used to, and then this fucking bullshit generation took it away from me. So fuck the comics. I'm gonna shit myself. Fuck the comics. I don't even care anymore.
Listen, I never really liked comics that much. I mean, like, I liked the X-Men a little bit. I had a couple X-Men comics that were cool. That's it. That was it.
I was huge into Punisher.
Punisher. Yeah, that explains all the edgy
and
entries.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Dude, I got 1 through 18, something like that.
They're probably worth something.
Either way, I know I've said it already like 3 times, but seriously, Bill Maher, don't tell fucking people what to like. Again, you live in a fucking probably gated community. If you don't, you live in New York in your fucking studio apartment, okay?
Somebody tweeted, I just read Bill Maher's latest blog, and there's a picture of Homer's father in the newspaper, and it says, "Old man yells at clouds."
Ha! Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Listen, it's like... that just makes me so mad. Because he either lives in a gated community in Hollywood, or he lives in a fucking studio apartment in fucking, like, New York or some fucking city, you know? So you live your stupid fucking sheltered life. You fucking probably get fucking driven to your job. You probably have a fucking limo or some shit. You probably have, or a fucking carpool of some sorts. You probably live a fucking nice, comfy fucking life. And you know what, man? I bet you and I bet you your parents were fucking rich too. Because you know what? If, like, let's say at the airplane factory, let's say Gabriel walked up to me and told me to grow up and stop liking fucking comics. I'd probably tell him to fuck off, and if he doesn't walk away, I'm going to smack the fuck out of him.
Yeah. I hope your parents are dead. Oh, wow, that was brutal, wasn't it?
I don't know. He lives in Los Angeles. That's all I could find.
Nothing wrong with Gabriel, by the way. I was just referencing it. It was an example. But it's like fucking hell, man. It's like you are... listen, I bet you Bill Maher talks about privilege a lot. I bet you he's the kind of guy who talks about privilege. Does he ever talk about white privilege?
I don't, probably.
He probably has. Well, guess what? His stupid fucking white privilege ass is the one that tweeted that and had no repercussions for tweeting it because he didn't have to say it to anybody and he didn't have to deal with the consequences because all he probably had to do was lock his fucking doors at night.
And look past all this shit. He just decided to insult a 95-year-old dead guy
who died of natural causes. He was a good guy. It's not like he was a fucking drug addict.
Yeah.
He fucking died of old age, man. He was a good guy. He was a good sport. I didn't even like comic books that much, but I like Stan Lee. I wasn't even that big of a Stan Lee fan. I just thought he was a cool guy. I thought he was, he always did cameos in the movies. So
did you ever see him in Mallrats? Yeah, that was fun.
He had cameos in movies, so he was clearly like a fun-loving dude. Did you ever see that thing? He was on live. He was live one time and he was cosplaying as Revolver Ocelot.
Yeah,
that's fucking awesome, dude.
Dude, he even did a cameo in a DC movie, and he's not even a DC guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was clearly just a fun-loving dude.
Yeah, I liked him in Mallrats.
And then his time just came to an end. He's somebody who's worth respecting because he had a position of power. He fucking he made a name for himself.
Great power became great responsibility.
Yeah. Well,
had to break out the fucking Spider-Man reference.
He lived a life of success. and he made the most out of it, and he lived a very fucking full life.
And you know what? I can agree with all that you're saying.
Yeah.
And I even know he was a huge Hillary Clinton donor.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with that.
Yeah. Because you know what? I didn't really see much out of him in terms of politics. He seemed to keep his mouth shut for the fucking most part. Because you know what? He's part of that generation that believes that your politics are your own fucking business. He probably did post about it on his Twitter or something, and I don't know about it, and I have egg on my face.
No, he probably didn't, because at least the last 5 or so years, his life was just ruled by other people.
Oh. But either way, the point is that I haven't really heard anything out of him in terms of politics, so it's like, whatever, man. You have your own opinion, and you know what? You stick by it.
I remember
That's all I ask out of people. I don't give a fuck if somebody's a Democrat.
Last year, I think it was. There was a video that came out of him at a Comic-Con or some shit doing signatures, and there was like 2 people on each side of him that just kept, you sign this, sign that, sign this, sign that, do it. And he looked like he was fucking dead. Poor guy.
Yeah. Listen, all I'm saying is that Bill Maher, I know he's never going to listen to this. He probably doesn't fucking give a shit, obviously. But the problem is listen, Bill Maher.
Hey, George Knapp,
say that to
you're
my
friends
fucking
with him,
face.
can you send this to him?
Say that to my fucking face.
Yeah, George Knapp, tell him we're fucking ripping him up.
Dude, say that to somebody's fucking face on the street.
We're coming for you next.
He tweeted that, right? He's the one. He tweeted that. He didn't.
It was actually in a blog post.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wrote a fucking blog, whining about people like comic books. I'm so grown up and sophisticated. So he basically auto-filleted himself in his own fucking blog like a fucking faggot. And then he so it's like, where the fuck?
I found the fucking topic to get James going, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. So he's sucking his own fucking cock in his stupid fucking blog, and then he about how fucking sophisticated and adult. I'm adulting. I don't read comic books. I'm adulting. Fuck you. Suck your own fucking dick some more, Bill Maher. Did you get some ribs removed to do that?
Yo, change the topic. I think I'm gonna try to reach out to Wheeler Walker Jr.
Okay.
And ask him for permission to play his music. Sure. Did you hear his fucking new song?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Oh my god.
What the hell was it called?
Oh, the one his pretend son, the one he wrote for his pretend son. Holy shit!
There wasn't one something about slaying puss or something.
Yeah,
like that?
slaying pussy.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
About how his kid's gonna grow up. It starts out like you just came out of a vagina. Pretty soon you're gonna be deep in one.
Ha!
Oh my god! And one day you'll be slaying pussy too. Oh my god! It's fucking hilarious. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, I guess we should wrap this the fuck up because, you know, we were going to end it and then we brought up Bill Maher and then I talked about how much I want to fucking beat the shit out of Bill Maher for 20 minutes. So
yeah, I want to beat his ass too.
Yeah. Nah, so for real, if we ever get big, I'll put it into a pot, me and Bill Maher get into a boxing fight. Whoever wins takes the money.
Okay.
I'll do it.
All right.
Actually, fuck that. Bill Maher, hire your biggest guy. I'll beat the fuck out of him because you know what? Everybody you know is probably a wimpy fuck.
And they're probably all fucking kitty fuckers, too.
Yeah. I'll be able to 1-2 punch them because they'll be too fucking dazzly-eyed over thinking about all the fucking 12-year-olds in the audience. Oh my god, is that a 12-year-old boy?
Did you happen to see all his Wheeler's tweets during the CMA Awards there the other day?
Oh, yeah.
And then
yeah, I was trying to get his attention.
And then fucking Roy Clark died the next day, and he comments something about it. He's like, no wonder he fucking died. He was probably watching those goddamn.
That's fucking nice. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think this episode's probably about over.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about something. All right, I guess we'll wrap it up. Sorry, guys, I extended this by talking about Bill Maher's stupid fucking ass. I bet she's got a wrinkly ass. Anyway, go
fucker should have AIDS.
Anyway, so check us out on Twitter. We're at Drinking a Theory all together there. It's just at Drinking a Theory. And if you don't know how to spell any of that, you're retarded.
We got a website. It's
drinkingatheory.com.
I don't know if we've done anything on it lately, but
No, we're gonna use it someday.
Listen,
it's on the back burner.
Every week I upload the new episode.
Oh, okay.
Or I link the new.
Well,
episode.
either way, it's on the back burner for more important stuff. It's just there for when we needed it. So.
Yeah.
If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Jimmy Bones, my guy. I don't really post anything relevant to the podcast. I can just follow esports and retweet esports stuff. So, that's just what I do. That's my hobby. So, follow us on Instagram. Here's our terrible name: drink_and_a_podcast. Wait, no. drink_and_a_theory_podcast.
And I would just like to point out, you can just search Drinking a Theory Podcast and you'll find it.
Okay, never mind. Just look up Drinking a Theory Podcast. I
just wanted to let you say that one more time.
Okay, just look up that's a new thing. Just look up Drinking a Theory Podcast. It'll be there. We have a Facebook as well, Drinking a Theory. We post memes and stuff there. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I also follow us on Instagram. Jake's been on top of the memes there. We make pretty ridiculous memes out of our faces, and we put them on shit. And it's he does. And
my new favorite one is I want to believe. Did you see that one?
Yeah, they're actually really funny. Now, just in case you check them out and you're like, these are the dumbest memes I've ever seen. That's on purpose. Yeah. That's intentional.
They're supposed to be dumb.
Yeah, that's what makes them funny.
But also, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Nickelback. Why can't I think of that?
I don't know what you're listening to us on, but we're on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and Spotify.
We also have a YouTube.
Yeah, we have a YouTube.
And I encourage you to go check out www.alienCathouse.com. Yeah, alienCathouse.com.
Yeah.
Go there. Tell them you heard about us. Drinking a Theory.
Yeah. In case he didn't listen, you should probably, if you go listen to George Knapp, tell him we talked about him.
And that he followed us.
Yeah.
He probably unfollowed us.
Let's check.
Not yet. Well, he didn't hear the episode yet.
George Knapp, did you unfollow us?
What the fuck, man? We love you. Why'd you do that?
Oh yeah, he's still following us. We're good.
Woo!
Cool. Am I missing anything? We got the YouTube, Drinking the Theory podcast. We post episodes there. So eventually we'll have video at some point in our lives here.
Yeah, as soon as the Patreon kicks in.
We still need to make a joint bank account so we can at least set it up. We got to do that at some point.
Yeah, I'm just fucking poor, dude.
I guess.
I still didn't go down to the magistrate about my fucking ticket.
Yikes.
Yeah, I got to go tomorrow.
Whatever.
Tomorrow.
Whatever. Maybe you shouldn't have got the ticket to begin with, buddy. Anyway,
maybe he shouldn't have pulled me the fuck over.
Yeah, guess who didn't get pulled over? Guys, I found out that my registration was up. And he didn't fucking pull me over. He saw him and he was like, I want that one. But, that's about everything. That's our social medias and stuff like that. Check us out. Follow us. Show us some love. Comment on our stuff, please. And tell us what you like, what you don't like, and everything. Helps us improve. Give us topics. My buddy's wife.
Yeah, she's all about us.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. Thanks for the support. Yeah. Fucking, she gave us a good topic idea, and you want to actually do it.
Oh yeah, Flight 800.
Are you going to do that for your next topic after this one?
I don't know yet.
Because
we got a huge gap.
Well, yeah, we have the free episode, and then I have my episode.
And you have your episode, so there's a huge gap.
But either way, we're going to think about it. That's definitely on the fucking list, though. That was a very good suggestion.
Yeah. I honestly thought people forgot about that one.
Yeah, I forgot about it, to be fair with you, buddy. Mm-hmm. So we're definitely going to talk about that at one point, so wait with bated breath. Other than that, we don't got anything big going on. Just follow us on Twitter. Spread the word, man. Spread the word. Get us out there. And
or in there.
Yeah, man.
Just around there.
Because
and if you want, I'll even bow down for money. I will send pictures of my boobs. It's you gotta
send us $1 million so we can make we can put a shed outside that's just a studio.
Listen, if we can raise for the podcast, 300,000, I will get fucking tit implants.
No.
I will get a C cup.
If you get titty implants, can I touch them?
Yes.
Okay.
I will get a C cup. I will get a C cup.
Is that gay?
I don't think so.
Well, you did tell me it's gay if I get a blowjob from a tranny, even though I'm fucking the good-looking part.
Yeah, that's still gay.
I don't get it. So wouldn't me touching your fake titties be gay?
No, dude.
So what the fuck's the difference?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's called you don't have any logic behind your fucking reasoning.
It's called we could get $300,000.
And you'll never actually get tit implants.
Oh, I'll get them. I don't care.
How about, all right, you don't need tit implants. How about we just get our studio?
If they can get
we make a shed, giant shed.
No, that's the deal. If they can get us $300,000, I will get fucking implants.
And we can make a giant shed. We can make it like a fucking...
I'll go to just some chop shop, like fucking $1,500 a tit. We'll have all that money left over.
You could be like that lady who got cement titties. And then she died.
Oh.
Okay, guys, that's everything. We'll see you next week. It's a free episode. We're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about when we hit the play button. So get ready for that one.
Like what we just did for the last half hour.
Yeah.
Whatever. Eventually we'll become Joe Rogan and whatever the fuck we do. Every episode will be like that. And if you want that to be like that, then support us so that we can actually do that. Until then, we have to actually have topics. So see you guys next week.
Blow me.
Fuck Bill Maher.
I'm making an outro. Hold on. Drink it,